is a 2-mile wait to get past the damn green line.
Anyone who gets scared by a bear in the neighborhood, call Joe Murray.
I happen to trust Joe Murray.
First time I ever met Joe Murray was at a Hooters.
All right, welcome in 98.5 The Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray taking you up tonight till 9:30. Then Grandy Max have the call tonight. Celtics, Denver Nuggets, a potential NBA Finals preview. It could be. And if you think about it over the last couple of years, these have been the two best teams. MVP on one side, MVP candidates on the other. So we'll have that for you tonight. We'll get into a lot of Celtic stuff. I know Jaylen Brown missed last night's game. He's back tonight. Jason Tatum, there's reports of him playing in 5-on-5, which I think we already knew. And the Celtics made a trade. Did they trade an injured player again? We'll get into all that throughout the night. Of course, if you want to talk some Celtics, we're here for that. The Red Sox played another spring training game today. We'll tell you about Jose Oviedo's day today. He was on the mound after Ranger Suarez struggled yesterday. And I think every day I'm going to make a hit count. Yesterday was 7 for the Red Sox. Today's 8. So they're slowly getting better every day as far as their offense goes, even though they're not really hitting at all. But we'll touch on that. But I wanted to start a little bit of Patriots tonight as yesterday we heard from Elliott Wolf at the Combine. Well, today, head coach and the man truly in charge, Mike Vrabel at the Combine today, and we'll lead things off with the opening take, which is presented by Super Service Today. When your heat or hot water goes out, waiting isn't an option. Super Service Today's warehouse in Danvers, it's overstocked with water heaters, furnaces, boilers, and heat pumps. They offer same-day replacement, whatever it takes, day or night, and always done right. Contact Super Service Today at superservicetoday.com. So we heard yesterday from Elliott Wolf, and I kind of was condescending when I said, I really don't believe much of what that guy says. I think in the end it's what Mike Vrabel has to say. And, well, Vrabel spoke to the media today at the Combine. And I'll just give you a couple of bullet points. He wants to build the team on talent and on character. They'll evaluate everyone and communicate with everyone that they are interested in when it comes to the Combine or free agency. And just kind of stuck with the phrase, we'll constantly evaluate the team. When asked about Stephon Diggs or Christian Barmore, he talked about letting the court stuff take care of themselves. When it came to the actual draft, he highlighted the tight end position, mentioning it's something that he wants to, learn more of or maybe add more pieces to the offense. I know he did some work in Cleveland as an assistant there, and of course his time with the Patriots got a couple of touchdown passes as a tight end. But that was really all he mentioned regarding the draft. But he was pretty hopeful about the previous draft class. And hopefully some of those guys can help be the foundation of the team going forward. And then he started to talk about maybe another player on another team, which we'll get to in a little bit. But overall, the team has emphasized that they want to build, not rebuild. And they do want to get better. I think yesterday they spoke a little bit about the offensive line. Today it seemed like Vrabel wanted to see those young guys get better, but also look at some tight ends in the draft. But the number one thing, when I say was this year a success for the Patriots, it absolutely was. It was an absolutely successful season once Drake May was good. Right? Then they became desirable. Then all of a sudden they became a playoff team. Their defense got better. They made it to a Super Bowl, etc. So I think the biggest draw for the New England Patriots for being successful and being desirable is having that quarterback. It absolutely is. And Drake May is that guy. And, I'm sure there are going to be players who want to play with Drake May. I'm sure Steph Diggs, when he signed with the team this offseason, wanted to play with Drake May. And I think having Drake May is huge, right? You need a quarterback in this league to be successful. But when it comes to free agency, those guys can attract talent. Absolutely. But I also think Mike Vrabel's a big part of that piece. I'm going to be honest with you, I never thought that. Last year, I felt as though maybe the defensive-minded coach with an offensive-minded quarterback or an offensive quarterback just wasn't the right fit. I was wrong. I'll take the L on it. I wanted Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson was pretty good, huh? But I'll take the L on it. I didn't think it would work out. But after watching this thing for an entire season, Mike Vrabel's a draw. Granted, you got Drake May. Draw. There it is. No, Mike Vrabel's the draw. Whether it's the coaching staff. How many guys wanted to be with Mike Vrabel on that staff? We've already seen guys get job offers elsewhere, but want to stay in New England to be with Mike Vrabel and Drake May. Okay, so it's not just the quarterback that's the big draw here. It is the coach. Does that sound familiar, everyone? Does it sound familiar? Does it sound like just a simple recipe that you're used to? Because people wanted to play for Bill Belichick. And I know we're talking about the past here, but people wanted to play for him. They also knew that the contract would have to be worked out. But people wanted to play for Tom Brady or play with Tom Brady. And it wasn't always great. Over the years, you can look at all the names. There were guys who came in here and tried and struggled and couldn't do it. Hall of Famer types, Joey Galloway, right? Torrey Holt. There were guys that could come in. Chad Ochocinco was one of those guys. They would bring in guys and they couldn't figure it out. Or they would draft guys to come in and be like, oh, this guy with Brady, watch, and couldn't figure it out. Even going to N'Keal Harry, they had other guys on the table that they were interested in, but Bill Belichick went with N'Keal Harry because of his relationship with the coaches in college. Herm Edwards in particular there. So that's how it all started working out. That's where the downfall started happening for the Patriots. I think Tom Brady wanted, obviously we know the story, it's been covered a million times, but wanted more money. But also, at the same time, guys were taking pay cuts to stay there that didn't have to. And they were drafting terribly. But Brady would continue to carry it. This team, this new version of the Patriots, it is led by Mike Vrabel. I think Mike Vrabel is, and I think in the end we'll say Drake May is the draw. That's my take today, is I think Mike Vrabel is. I think people want to play for Mike Vrabel across the league. I think Mike Vrabel knows what it's like to be at the college level, knows what it's like to be an assistant at the NFL level, and obviously coach in this league. And watching the videos this year, watching how he really cared about each player, meeting, talking to them after every game, I think that went a long way. I think also him, just some of his speeches, the way he spoke, the way that he played and could relate that to players, I think that's a draw for free agents. And I know that he's going to look at guys at the combine this year and work out with them. Maybe he'll put on pads again with some sort of pass rusher, like he did with Will Campbell. But the Patriots, we always talk about it. The rookie deal for the quarterback, Drake May, and you got the left tackle there that you just drafted. You got Christian Gonzalez. Like, those three positions are always the biggest in that sport. Having the defensive back, having the tackle, and having the quarterback. But sometimes it does get lost, the coach. I think coaching really matters in college sports. It really does. Specifically in college basketball, Rick Pitino's still going and guys like that. It's huge. It's what gets us to watch. But in the NFL, having that guy, Mike Vrabel, who knows it from a player's perspective, knows it from a coaching perspective, and has had success at the highest level, and in this first year brought a team, that beat bad football, that had effort, and that had finish. That was his message all year long. I think they're desirable. Not only because they were a successful team that went to a Super Bowl, that's led by a great quarterback, that's an MVP level quarterback, but they got a coach that I think really cares about the players, cares about winning. And we'll get into on the other side here, maybe some relationships he has with other players in the league, but make no doubt about it. The Patriots want to build, not rebuild. They'll constantly evaluate the team. But Mike Vrabel, that guy's a draw. And I almost wonder if he can lure certain free agents here. Guys you never thought would have come to New England. How about a big-time receiver? Could he lure them in? Belichick's done it in the past. He did it. Like Mike Vrabel can, too. We'll leave it there at 617-779-0985. We'll let you hear some of the other things Mike Vrabel said at the press conference today. You can call in. You can also join us on YouTube tonight. I haven't even logged in yet. Let's get our YouTube going. Just go to youtube.com and search 98.5 The Sports Hub. And then, boom, you'll see me right in on the chat here. I already see some guys in there already. Last night we had some record-breaking numbers. So if you want to join in on the show, join the chat. I see Tenacious Tomato in there. I see Crims in there. They wanted to draft Tyler Warren. Well, guess what? It's a very deep tight end draft. Even Mike Vrabel told you that. We'll take a quick break. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
I think the relationship with players, and specifically you asked about AJ, has meant a lot. I've watched him grow. I've watched him mature. I'm proud of him. Proud of the father that he is. I'm proud of the husband, and that has nothing to do with where he plays and where he played. So those are the things that are important. We reach out and text each other during the things that happen good to each other, and sometimes things don't go so well for the people that you're close with, and you text those as well. So it's a two-way street of support and reminders of what got us to where we are here.
I'm Joe Murray. We got ourselves a mini full show tonight. Will we call this a full, half full? Maybe we just don't have the double break tonight's guess. We're just one double break short. Intern Dawson, I call him Triple D because his Yeti says DDD on it. So I call him Triple D. He made our graphic tonight. It's good. Go look at it. Skaz is back as well. We'll have the in or outs later tonight. We got musings as well. Oh, we got a good one tonight. You don't want to miss that one. 8:50 here on the docket. We'll talk to Evan Lazar. You guys know him. Patriots.com. I think he's at the Combine. I talked to him earlier today. And then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we have another representative from the New England Revolution. I talked to Matt Polster earlier today on our Nesson show, and I believe later on tonight we get another Revs. Ethan Kohler will join us. We had Matt Turner on last week. I'm telling you guys, World Cup soccer is right around the corner. We're going to be the guys talking about it now. So when it happens, we're actually going to know what's going on. Kind of like when you guys were in that Patriots vortex into the Super Bowl. It was Skaz and I every night doing Bruins coverage. It was Skaz and I talking about the Celtics every night. So now people started to see the Celtics are good. But you know who else is good? Mike Vrabel. Very good. I'm Skaz, I feel like I got to bring you in on this. I know you and I actually were not big on the Vrabel hire, but it wasn't because Vrabel wasn't a good coach or anything like that, and he had some struggles towards the end of his career in Tennessee, but I just didn't see the defensive-minded coach and that style working with one of these up-and-coming star quarterbacks. I just didn't see it. I was wrong. I'll take the L on it. It was a perfect match. Josh McDaniels was great. Let me tell you. And again, whenever something went wrong, Josh McDaniels was the fall guy. That was one of my takes this year, which I think hit whenever something happened. So I lost my Vrabel take, but won my McDaniels take. But anyways, here I am a year later, Skaz, telling you that although Drake May is the big draw, I think this offseason, Mike Vrabel's the important piece. Mike Vrabel's kept the coaching staff intact. Mike Vrabel is going to be the guy to potentially bring in a big-time wide receiver? Maybe? So anyways, guys, I wanted to get your thoughts on that. This A.J. Brown thing's getting real. And maybe A.J. Brown is manifesting it, but this was the quote today, as you just heard, regarding the receiver group. But earlier today, he mentioned he was proud of A.J. Brown as a human. Said he texts with him. Said it's a two-way street of support. I find it interesting that he openly spoke about a player on another team. So, I ask you, James Scaramuzzino, do you think Mike Vrabel has that ability to take an A.J. Brown from one situation and put him into the Patriots situation?
Do I think he has the ability?
Yes. You think he'll make it happen?
Is it up to Mike Vrabel?
Well, who else would it be up to?
Well, that's what I'm asking.
I mean, who's up? It would be the Crafts above him? Are they going to be like, no, Mike, no? I mean, they just trusted him with Stephon Diggs.
So now he gets whatever he wants.
Well, to have this discussion.
Please.
Isn't that what happened with Bill Belichick?
Did he get whatever he wanted?
Bill was very frugal. It sounds like Bill didn't get everything he wanted.
And Jonathan Baldwin and Julio Jones, same guy.
That didn't work out well.
How about Mike Vrabel's tenure in Tennessee? Do you remember him bringing in any offensive free agents?
No.
Mike Vrabel's tenure in Tennessee.
Was Ryan Tannehill a free agent?
Is that a big free agent?
For them?
Ryan Tannehill's the bar now.
That's all I got. That's all I got. I wish I could give you another.
Bud Dupree.
Okay.
But he
was kind of washed at the time. Was this pre-Pittsburgh? Post-Pittsburgh? Whatever.
Danico Autry.
Nothing for me.
Trevon Wesco.
Nope. No.
Corey Levin.
Nope.
How about Robert Woods?
Oh, yeah. But he's like a journeyman.
A washed Robert Woods. So those are some of Mike Vrabel's key free agent signings in Tennessee. Now, to me, Joe, I'll give your guy Mike Vrabel credit for what he did this season. That doesn't scream talent recruitment from a head coaching perspective. I don't think A.J. Brown is coming to New England just for Mike Vrabel. If Mike Vrabel was the head coach here and, say, Mason Rudolph was the starting quarterback, do you think A.J. Brown's clamoring, begging, basically, to be on the New England Patriots?
At some point, it feels like he's so desperate he wants to be here.
You think it has all to do with Mike Vrabel, though? I think Josh McDaniels and Drake May are a very big part of it as well.
Oh, I didn't even mention Josh McDaniels. Oh, you're throwing him into the pie now?
I think if, say, I don't know, Kevin Patullo and take your Kenny Pickett were the quarterback here, I don't think A.J. Brown is clamoring to be here.
I don't think that either. Just like the Raiders are still trying to find their offensive coordinator. Have they done that yet? I don't know if they got that guy yet. Tom Brady's making calls to everybody.
A lot of calls.
Called the coach of the Seahawks to wish them. Did you see that as a storyline today? Is it a light day today?
Light day, Joe.
It's because everybody's anticipating that big night. Hey, I'm going to tease this real quick because Skaz is speaking. Skaz is holding back some green slime. Not goo.
After last night, Joe, it was hard to contain.
Well, hold that thought because you were excited this morning. When you wrote to me, you were like, dude, I'll save it. I'll save it for you. We'll do that on the other side here. I wanted to just mention a couple of things. You mentioned the A.J. Brown stuff. There were comparable players today to Kayshon Boutte for an extension. I was kind of interested about this. So I like Kayshon Boutte. I think having him under the contract and all that's great. But I was curious if there's value there. Draft pick, trade, anything to that degree. So Kayshon Boutte has a market, and it looks like the projections for Kayshon Boutte would be that he would sign a 4-year, $68 million contract. If it's an average annual value of $17 million. So he had 33 catches, 551 yards, and 6 touchdowns last year and was really good in the playoffs. A lot of his receptions are for first downs. So I like him, but when I compare him to some of the other players, and this is who he's compared to, Khalil Shakir. I think Shakir elevated in the playoffs. What do you have, 11, 12 catches
He's
in the
a
playoffs?
possession receiver, yeah.
He was also their number one because they had nobody else.
Yeah, Keon Coleman stunk.
Rashad Bateman.
Solid player.
Big player. But that's how much he makes, 25. He signed an extension at 25. Tutu Atwell, I would probably take Boutte. Atwell's more of a, Darnell Mooney.
Solid player in Atlanta.
Are those guys better than Boutte?
Right now, I would say Mooney is, yes.
Okay. So would you be cool with that type of contract then? 4 years, $68 million, 17 guaranteed.
Done.
Okay. So he's done.
He has a relationship with Drake May. He's a deep ball threat. He's made big-time plays in big moments. Yeah, I like Kayshon Boutte.
Okay, so follow along with me now. There was also rumored that Brian Thomas Jr. is available.
Jaguar.
I'm in.
Duval.
Listen, when can you get a guy on his rookie deal? That's the whole thing with the A.J. Brown thing, right?
Isn't that kind of a red flag if Liam Cohen's done with that guy? You have Trevor Lawrence.
Well, they drafted the kid.
They traded for what? Gabe Davis too? They signed Gabe Davis.
They got Davis.
Jacoby Myers.
Yeah, Davis didn't work out. He ended up back in Buffalo, but then Jacoby Myers, the guy that they extended him. So, and then they got Travis Hunter.
And I love Jacoby Myers. He's not a number one.
He was good with them.
Not a number one.
He raised. He wasn't a one here, right?
No.
They wanted to go with Juju Smith-Schuster instead.
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Oh, man, huh? It's really, really I was just talking about Bill lightly today. We've mentioned Juju Smith-Schuster and N'Keal Harry.
Not great.
You can't blame Brady on that one. I will say this: with the younger players, you can blame Tom Brady. He didn't have time for him. He was like, get this guy out of here. He's going to need too much time. But the Brian Thomas thing's interesting to me, but I just wanted to continue on with this. If Kayshon Boutte's here, that means Kyle Williams is definitely here because they drafted him and all that. So Stephon Diggs is under contract, but is he really under contract? Is he really under contract? Mac Hollins has no guaranteed money. They gave him $400,000 to satisfy him, but he's on the last year of his deal here and with no guaranteed money. And is Pop Douglas, who's still, I believe, on a rookie deal, is he a real part of the mix? I just feel like, guys, they really only have two receivers that are truly here next year.
And they need tight ends, too, because I don't think Hunter Henry can be your one next year.
Mike Vrabel mentioned that, said he wants to really look into the tight ends. I mean, I think it's also fair to say that tight ends have made an impact. He actually talked about guys 4th, 5th round who make an impact right away. He was thinking that far down. But, I mean, Brock Bowers is very good.
Tyler Warren
had a really, really good year. I'm trying to think of some other...
A.J. Barner with the Seahawks came out of nowhere.
Who's the kid on the Bears?
Colston Loveland.
Loveland. Yeah.
Real punchable face on that guy. But, yeah, good player.
Good play. But you mentioned Barner, too. Yeah, he was... but I'm just... I think the league is starting to go towards the athletic... That's why I think Kyle Pitts was kind of linked. Glad he's not coming here.
Franchised.
I don't like him at all.
Not really a tight end.
I just despise him. He's a bust. The guy's a bust. Don't get me going. I don't know what it is about Kyle Pitts. Never liked him. You know that flashy guy? That happened with Chad Jackson, who actually I saw in an interview the other day. What the hell was he doing? I don't know. I forget who got him. But he goes, oh, yeah, I should have stayed at Florida, is what he said.
Hey, that's honesty.
He was like, I should have stayed at Florida. I had it made. Yeah, you did. But the receiving position is interesting. Like, if you were going to make more changes, would it be to the offensive line or the receiver group?
Offensive line. And what would you have to give up to get Brian Thomas? That's the thing. I don't think they're in a position to give up that kind of capital. I don't think they have a roster for that.
You'd have to give up 31 or your second-round pick.
Yeah.
You'd have to give up a top 60 pick.
I think it's a first-round pick for Brian Thomas on that deal.
I don't think it is for A.J. Brown.
I would agree with that.
Like, the rumored one, I think, was swap their second-round pick with your 31st, so you still get, like, the Eagles pick. I think you still get, like, a top 50, or is it a top 40 pick, whatever it is. Joe Math on this one. Hey, I'm watching the National versus American football game. They were just doing Oklahoma drills.
They're still allowed to do that, huh?
Well, it was more one-on-one lineman blocking. I've never watched, like, a film on that. Like, I've never been able to just watch two dudes go at each other on the football field.
There's a drop.
Also, did you see one of the sponsors is Prism Cards? They just came out with their new Prism set. Oh, I scored myself a Travion Henderson on-card auto. Yeah. Sports. All right, we'll get it. All right, the green go. Get ready, everybody. Wear your green shirts. Put your ponchos on. It's time to get sprayed from some green slime, some goo. We'll have that for you next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Like, I've never been able to just watch two dudes go at each other.
Sports Hub headline, presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Sorry. Celtics and Denver Nuggets tonight. We like to dip our nuggets, don't we? Barbecue, sweet and sour. Jaylen Brown will be back in the lineup tonight. Also, it's reported Jason Tatum's been playing 5-on-5 by Shams. I think he's a couple of days late on that one, but we'll have the coverage beginning at 9:30. Tip-off just after 10 o'clock tonight. And Jose Oviedo was on the mound today for the Red Sox. They did get the win. They had 8 hits on the day. They won the game, if you cared, 5-3. Headlines, they are brought to you by Vrabel Instant Oil Change. Enjoying quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You'll save 15% off an extra through oil change at Vrabel Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Joe Murray.
You're listening to Joe. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Hey, it's Felger here, and Boston hockey is back. So grab an ice-cold Surfside to enjoy while you cheer on your Bruins on the ice. Surfside.
it. It's the green. Phoenix stinks. Should I credit the Celtics for only giving up 81 points? Or should I just say that Phoenix stinks? I mean, both things could be true, obviously. But I thought that Ron Harper would go over 6.5 points. He had 8. Thank you. Also, our buddy Julian Edlow has texted in. He apologizes for last night. He gave over the over Peyton Pritchard, but you know what? It was a good trend, and I would have followed it again too. So there you go. But I know Neil's back there. Does he have green goo too, Skaz? Is he all greened up as well? I got to read this.
I'm infecting everyone with green goo, Joe.
I got to find this. This was this.
I got it, Joe.
James Scaramuzzino.
I can read it.
Early this morning, all I could think of was the Slimer from Ghostbusters. Could the Celtics catch the Pistons? ? Could they?
Just a question, Joe. I'm just asking the questions.
Could they?
Let me tell you what spawned this question.
Real quick, what does green Kool-Aid taste like?
Like a Ecto Cooler, a high C
Ecto.
Ecto
I
Cooler.
love Ecto Cooler.
Miss those.
Oh yeah.
So
remember
Joe,
Surge, the drink?
Surge was good.
Yeah.
Right now, the Boston Celtics are 4.5 games back of the Detroit Pistons. It's kind of a lot of games, but the Pistons' next 5 games are tonight, 7:30. They will be the game on national television before Celtics-Nuggets. It'll be Thunder Pistons. That's a good one there. Then you get Cavs Pistons, Magic Pistons, Cavs Pistons again. Then they play the Spurs. So their next 5 games, OKC, Cleveland, Orlando, Cleveland, San Antonio. The Celtics have the Nuggets tonight, and they return home with Brooklyn.
And they get the 76ers Sunday.
I'm just saying, Joe. 4.5 games. Who would have thought? Who would have thought they'd be here? The Celtics are a good basketball team was my main takeaway from last night.
Yeah, Jason Tatum or not.
Jason Tatum or not. Jason Tatum is coming back, though, and the Boston Celtics are serious Eastern Conference contenders. They're just a good basketball team.
What made it change? Was it the schedule?
This road trip has reinforced, kind of how I felt about this team and kind of, I'm trying to think of the best way not to spread too much green goo, Joe, but they're just a good basketball team. They are. They play good fundamental basketball. They play winning basketball. They try defensively, which in that league is, a low bar, but they do it on a nightly basis, holding teams, like you said, to under 100 points. Like, guys get asked about it post-game, and they say, yeah, that's the standard. That's what we're trying to do. Joe Mazzulla has emphasized 25-point quarters time and time again. So I don't know. I don't think the Celtics are going to catch the Pistons, but Joe Mazzulla should be the coach of the year. They're 4-1 now without Jaylen Brown. I do think that hurts Jaylen Brown's MVP consideration there. I don't think he will be the MVP, but I do think Joe Mazzulla should be the coach of the year. I mean, that lineup last night, Ron Harper Jr., Baylor Shireman.
My guys.
It's great. Baylor Shireman, double-digit rebounds. Double-double. So Brad Stevens does it again with Anthony Simons, his fractured wrist that he did in training camp apparently or something like that in the preseason. So a lot of things coming up Celtics, Joe. Who in the East is beating them if Jason Tatum comes back?
Well,
the Pistons, I'll give you. The Pistons are a very good team.
Good. I thought the Cavs.
James Harden. He's hurt.
I thought the Cavs were finally going away from a short backcourt. I think they've been short back there for a very long time. And they decided to go with a 6'5" ball handler. That was a change for them. Not to mention a future Hall of Famer who can score at any time. So is he done for the year now? Like, if Harden's done, dude, like, they're going to fall back. I don't see anybody catching him. So I don't even have the green goo right now. The Pistons have legitimately been the best coached and the best roster this year. And when they played the Celtics, the only time that they lost to them once. Actually, no, they played close games, right? Yeah. I do think if it came down to it, because you said Joe Mazzulla Coach of the Year, I think Jaylen Brown should be right now one or two MVP. Wemby's interesting to me because of look what San Antonio's doing, right? How do you take Wemby out of that conversation?
Yeah, to me it's Wemby. It's still Jokic.
Yeah, listen, Jokic is we're gonna see it tonight.
I think Cade even deserves to be in the discussion.
Cade and Jalen around that. You know, if it was Victor Wembanyama, I would buy it.
Yeah,
I'd buy it.
He's probably by definition far and away the most valuable player to his team.
Look how hot they are, right? I mean, people thought it was going to take time.
Mitch, he's done a hell of a.
And remember last year he had the blood clot.
Yeah, and he trained with the monks in the offseason, Joe. He's up there shaving his head, getting ready. He seemed to work out.
Wemby, I would legitimately say probably the MVP. Jokic is the best player, obviously. Cade Cunningham has been most valuable, though. Like, most valuable to his team. Cade Cunningham has put the Pistons on his back. But if you really want to go with that one, how is it not Jaylen Brown?
Do you think the team being 5-1 without him hurts him? Because I think it does.
I probably, if I was a voter, I probably wouldn't look at it.
Well, Joe, are you doing your job then? It's a very green teamer take of yours.
Making too much sense here, guys. We don't want to make sense. I know you work in fact and all. Yeah. Do we know what Pistons are without Cade?
Let's find out.
Do we know what the Spurs are without Wemby? Do we know do we know? You also wrote here, Skaz, that Tatum coming back, they're winning the East.
Yes. The Detroit Pistons, 5-1 without Cade Cunningham.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Let's see. Let's check the Spurs.
We're bumping Cade now. So Cade, JB, still on the same page. Jokic has been out.
Spurs are 10-4 without Wemby this season.
Oh, we're going to use that one too, huh?
I'm just giving you the details, Joe.
Facts only. Oh, we'll do the Tatum stuff later. We'll do all that later. But we probably should mention the Simons thing. I know we talked about it last night. Are people going to want to do deals now with Brad Stevens? Like, this is becoming Angie.
He's got the Ainge.
Isn't that what they're going to call it now?
He's got the Ainge.
Where did he learn that from?
Isn't that, I mean,
did James Harden have something beforehand, or does this happen now?
You think the Bulls are upset, though? If I'm the Bulls, I might be kind of thrilled. Well, we lose some more games. I don't have to worry about Anthony Simons going off for 25 points off the bench.
Maybe that was part of the deal.
Maybe that was. Brad was like, hey, trust me, you're going to want this guy.
Dude, you guys want, yeah.
Billy Donovan, I know how things are going in Chicago.
He's going to play. He's going to be motivated off that trade bump. And then,
he'll tank just like the rest of your
why
roster.
did Billy say something then? Why couldn't he just hurt his wrist and done for the year?
Yeah, he doesn't want to look like the bad guy, you know? He's trying to, don't blame me.
So Billy Donovan's getting credit for tanking.
Nah, I don't know if he's getting credit for it.
Like Doc Rivers, did he get credit for tanking?
I don't think so. Rick Carlisle taking some shots at the NBA, too.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of drama in the NBA.
Oh, yeah. Silver's
not doing a great job.
He needs a wingman. He needs a consigliere.
Might need a fall guy. Get him Chris Carter's guy, yeah.
Yeah, he needs like a consigliere. I don't know who it could be. He just needs someone who could speak for him. You know what's funny? Remember we were going over who's going to be an alien? Adam Silver is one of them.
He was the top 5, yeah. Yeah, what's Jay Wright up to? Get Jay Wright up there.
Jay Wright.
He's a guy that brings some professional charisma to him.
When's he going to be the coach of the New York Knicks?
Yeah, there you go. Well, Joe, speaking of that, J.J. Redick might be looking over his shoulder. And Tony Bennett hired by the Lakers today.
Man, do I love him. Great coach. Also got bounced by a number 16.
Yeah, lost to UMCB and then won the title.
You know, I brought that up the other day. That's the biggest upset in sports history.
No one talks about it.
It's the biggest upset in sports history. The number 1 seed lost to University of
MCB.
Whatever they are.
Maryland, Baltimore County. Thank you, Dawson.
He was all over that.
He's ready. That's why he's a good intern.
He was all over it. That's the biggest upset ever. The number was Sam Hauser on that team? He was, right?
I remember Kyle Guy. I remember him being on that team.
He could shoot the three. Where's he now?
G League, probably. Who knows?
Probably selling houses in Virginia with the Mac Jones real estate photo.
Him and Peyton Siva are lighting up some league overseas.
God.
Jay Huff, Pacer.
Jay Huff, yeah. We know him.
DeAndre Hunter, there you go. A couple good players.
All right. We'll have more on this. Green goo everywhere, everybody. Let's talk to Pat in Framingham. Pat. Hey, Pat.
Sorry, Joe. I have a debate with my daughter right now. And you're the only one that can settle it. Twizzler or Swedish Fish?
Swedish Fish all day. Not even a thought.
No. Okay, thank you. I win. Sorry, Georgia.
No, I'm
See, what?
You know,
He's a liar.
Hey, do you know what I do use Twizzlers for, though? I like to bite off both ends and use them as a straw.
A straw?
Yeah.
Atta baby. Atta baby.
She's pissed.
Joe Murray, the mediator.
No, Jake is the mediator.
The mediator, yes. Well, bring that back this summer.
We should do that. Maybe we should do Augusta's sauces. What do you think
get
of
it
that,
sponsored,
Jake?
Joe? Yeah.
Yeah. Augusta's Chicken, great people over at Bill Ricca and Tingsboro and Foxborough. They have the best sauces I've ever had. Oh, and on Super Bowl Sunday, we mixed up Gold Fever with Buffalo. Skaz. Oh, what a creation. Justin Lynn. Hi, Justin.
Hey, Joe, I have a thought on the topic. One of the things you guys did not mention that I want to mention is I know Cass said they're only 4.5 behind the Pistons, but the Pistons hold the tiebreaker against the Celtics because they beat them earlier this year. So I would be, a little bit skeptical about that moving forward. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
Skeptical going forward. I mean, what can you be skeptical about right now? You know, this Jason Tatum thing, I'll save it. I'll save it, Skaz, because I was busy today, and I only heard Felger and Maz for like 7 whole minutes today, but they were talking basketball.
That must have been tough.
I actually think Felger had a good point.
First time for everything, Joe.
No, and I don't mean like that. I love Felger. No, I think he's turning the corner on the Celtics.
Well, yeah, just in time for them to be the 2 seed in the East, so they have expectations. So when they don't win the title, Mike can be mad about it. Oh, what a shock, Joe. Expect them to suck. They don't suck. Then you say, oh, well, they're good. They better win now that they're so good. You've told me they're good. And then they don't win, and he goes, well, look.
That's kind of the take.
Yes, Joe, I know. I've seen the playbook. Astonishing.
That was kind of my take.
No. Now we're going to talk about how the Celtics are good and they have legit expectations, Joe.
But all they cared about all year was getting under the tax.
Of course.
And that's a horrible way to be a fan base to root for. 7 minutes is all. It was my ride over is from Watertown to here is not too long. So
it's a quick ride. I heard some Jaylen Brown point guard talk. That almost made me drive
He's
into a medium.
What?
No. I think it was a caller that suggested it. Maz did quickly shut that down. I'll give him credit. You do not want Jaylen Brown being the point guard of this team.
Dude, he doesn't even hold the ball when they do the pick and roll.
Yes, they were talking about how great of a facilitator he was.
He has been.
He's been much better, but I still don't want him to be the point guard.
Was that 5? Almost 6 assists a game this year.
Which is great.
Very good. He used to have 1.
He used to average 2.5, yeah.
Whatever it was. All right. We're down 1 hour, everybody. Feel free to call in at 617-779-0985. This hour of the Sports Hub has been brought to you by our good friends over at Valvoline. It's an oil change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You'll save 15% off your next drive-through oil change at Valvoline. It's an oil change, the official oil change of busy people. Well, we got into the Red Sox. Sorry, we haven't gotten into the Red Sox yet. But I do want to get into them in a little bit. But you mentioned Joe Mazzulla, Coach of the Year. Who should win Coach of the Year? And there was a projected Olympic team. There was somebody missing from that list. Wanted to share that with you guys coming up on the other side. I'm Joe Murray. Got Skaz here. We got Triple D. I see Jake back there as well. I'm Joe Murray. Maybe I should go to the phones on this one because I teased something I heard on the way in today, and I actually agreed. I think the perception, it's very funny when, I go out, I do a lot of card shows, people. I set up tables and meet a lot of people. And when I meet people, they always say things that I hear on the Felger and Maz show. This isn't me. Listen, Felger and Maz, the cream of the crop when it comes to sports radio. There's nobody better. Two guys who piss everybody off, who get people to call, who they love. Whenever I try to get someone to say, hey, who's your favorite show on the station? On my show, they say Felger and Maz. I mean, it's happened multiple times. It happened the other night. Tommy from Lynn, remember the day I had him on the air, and he just, who's your favorite show? It's Felger and Maz. Thanks, dude. So I get it. Guys, I worked on the show. I love the show. It's awesome. So I'm listening on my way in today, and Felger's like, if Jason Tatum has the green light and he's ready to go, then he should play, and they're going to win. Basically, they're going to win the East. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, yeah, yes. The Jack Nicklaus face, like the other one, yes. But Skaz made a lot of sense again, which is not something we do a lot on this show. Well, of course that's the take, right? Of course that's the take. The Celtics, the way they are constructed right now, I would say are a top 5 NBA team. I don't think they're a championship roster. I don't. Doesn't mean they can't get there. I didn't think the Patriots were a championship roster. They got there. Right? Didn't the Patriots have an MVP? Didn't we all think the Patriots had the MVP of the league? I'll tell you right now, there's no stronger case to be made for the MVP of the league than Jaylen Brown. Doing it without his partner, doing it on his own, 30 points a night, changing the game, averaging more rebounds and assists than he's ever had in his career. You could make the case Jaylen Brown is better than Jokic this year, more valuable, and Cade Cunningham. Well, the guys over at First Takes Gas just puts his headset on. You didn't agree with that, did you?
No. No, I don't.
Well.
And I like Jaylen Brown a lot. I think he's had a tremendous season. He's not Nikola Jokic.
All right. Well, do you ever, who's the guy that loved LeBron James there?
Windy.
Yeah, you hear this one yet?
I'm not even taking into account. I mean, we all know the rules, and we know that if he doesn't play at least 65 games, he's not eligible. We understand that. But I'm looking at Jaylen Brown, and I'm saying I would give it to him. The MVP doesn't always go to the best player. If that's the case, Michael Jordan would have won it about 10 times, okay? The fact of the matter is sometimes it goes to the most valuable individual that particular season, taking all things into consideration in terms of what you're bringing to the table and what you have to work with and what you're working against. And when you look at Jokic, yeah, he's missed a few games, and we get that part. The other side to it is that he's had a guy like Jamal Murray. They've gone out and they've retooled in terms of their depth, on their bench. And we've seen the elevation of Watson as well when he's been available. And Jamal Murray has become an all-star, even though this man's a champion and a big-time clutch player throughout his career and all of that other stuff. Jaylen Brown signed for over $300 million, was called upon to step up once Jason Tatum went down. We knew he had gone down to the Knicks series, that he was going to be out most, if not all, of this season. And the $304 million man, who had been perennially a number 2 option, was asked to step up and show what he's made of. And the man is averaging nearly 30 a game.
Yeah, so there you go. So we know how they're feeling. How's our buddy Scott and Rentham feeling about this one?
Did I just hear Scaz say MVP for Jaylen Brown?
No.
He disagreed.
I disagreed.
Take your headset back off. Joe, tell him who the MVP is.
I think you could make the case that Jaylen Brown is the MVP of the league.
Joe Murray, too much on Zolak and Bertrand. He's being infected, Scaz. Look at this.
I think that's green teamer right there. That's
you
good.
think I'm green teaming?
Oh, no. What's up with this new intern, Dalton? What's he look like?
His name is Dawson.
Dawson Creek? Oh.
Yeah, exactly. I know. Tough time making for that, huh? We call him Triple D, though, so.
Why? Why you call him that?
Because those are his initials for his middle, first, and last name.
Oh, Jesus, Joe. I thought he brought you one of those triple burgers with, like, the waffle on the outside.
So, speaking of that, did you hear there's a new burger coming out at McDonald's called the Big Arch?
What is that about?
Well,
Wait a minute, didn't they have it once?
Well, they might have. But anyways, do you like a Big Mac?
I love a Big Mac. It's my favorite sandwich.
Did you ever have a quarter pounder from McDonald's?
Yeah, I'm not a fan. The onions are different. They're bigger, and it's a bigger burger. I'm a big Whopper guy and a Big Mac guy.
All right, 'cause what I was going to say is, what if you could do the Big Mac with the quarter pounder burger?
No, I think it takes away from the Big Mac and what it is. I like the way it's stacked thinly there.
Also, we had a father-daughter debate call in tonight. What do you prefer?
Oh, what's that about?
What do you prefer more, Twizzlers or Swedish Fish?
Oh, Swedish Fish. Not even close.
All day, right?
All day, every day.
Twizzlers kind of suck. I just make them as a straw.
Twizzlers don't taste as good, too. Yeah, you make them as a straw. They're sort of the knockoff for the licorice, you know?
Yeah.
If you look at a bowl at Halloween, the last thing left is either Milky Way or Twizzler.
Oh, Milky Way. Yeah, nobody wants
disgusting.
That.
Yeah.
Nobody wants. Hey, what do you?
Yeah, Jaylen Brown, MVP, baby. I gotta go.
I love it, Zoe.
See you later, Zoe. Thank you.
That's some green teaming right there.
I was going to ask you. He wouldn't let me. Yeah, he hung up on me, right? Because I don't hang up on the callers, Skaz.
No, not on this program.
I was going to ask him, where's he going? What are you doing?
Yeah, what's he doing? What are you doing?
What's your name? What you doing? Wait, who sings that song?
So now I'm getting flack for not
green teaming.
Now I'm the negative one, Joe. I can't win.
Now you are getting strays for not green teaming, even though you were gooing it up earlier.
There's too much goo, not enough goo, Joe. I can't find the middle.
So just having a real healthy debate here,
please.
Why not Jaylen Brown MVP?
I think he absolutely deserves to be in the conversation. The NBA MVP is, I think, one of the more elite awards in all of sports. I don't think Jaylen Brown is done that yet.
What's he not doing enough of? Defense, because he does that. Offense, he's 30 a night.
Yeah, I just think there are guys in the league that are better at everything. It's not his fault. Jaylen Brown's an incredible player, but he's not. Jokic is better than him. Wemby is better than him. SGA is better than him. It's not a slight to Jaylen Brown.
Is it because they're all different positions too? Like, could he be the best? I mean, is he a three?
He should be first team All NBA this year, I think. First time in his career. But even that's not a lock.
Do you think he'll continue to do this when Jason Tatum comes back?
I would hope so. I hope he continues to rebound and pass the ball.
Me too.
People are going to look at the scoring and go, Tatum's back. Look at the rebounds and the assists. Like, if he's still doing that's what I care about.
I notice it. The other night, I saw him chasing. Sometimes the night he got the triple-double, I could tell he was motivated that night. Remember the old after the Beverly Hills thing? Oh, did you notice that the Celtics-Lakers game on Sunday night was the highest-rated regular season basketball game in 25 years?
A lot of people still care about Celtics-Lakers, huh?
I think it had something to do with the Olympics.
Little bump?
Oh, yeah. Snoop Dogg was there talking about it. Was it Mike Tirico?
Yes.
Celtics, thank you for our coverage. Celtics-Lakers will be on next. I watched it. How come they don't have a one shining moment for the Olympics?
Oh, that's a good idea.
I said, whoa. Hey, I want the credit. Give me the credit. I want it. What do we call it? No, you can't call it one shining moment. Maybe we call it one shining Joe-ment. How do I take credit for this? I'll think about that one. Kevin is in Florida. Kevin.
Hey, Joe. How are you, brother?
How you doing?
Hey, so you listened to Captain Obvious today saying that when Tatum comes back, they might win?
I got 7. Kevin, it was 7 minutes in the car. 7.
You were listening for 7 minutes?
Yeah, I work at Nesson, so my ride over isn't that long. So when I put them on today, I heard them saying that when Tatum comes back, they should win.
Yeah, well, that might be the first logical thing that those two guys have said about basketball. Did they follow up with that, saying that Pritchard is just a little guy who runs around once in a while and plays pretty good?
You know, you know what? I'm glad you mentioned that.
I heard that little dig you gave to them the other day about Pritchard. I like that.
Oh, you heard that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because they give Pritchard about as much respect as the world's tallest midget.
Oh, well, can't say that. I like to be politically correct at times, guess. So. I think. Well, I did throw shade. They didn't bite on it.
No bites, huh?
They did not bite on the shade. But I didn't hear anything about Peyton Pritchard. And I know, and just again for those tuning in, last night, remember you called out Julian, threw the bat signal up for Julian Edlow. He gave the stats that when Jaylen Brown doesn't play, Peyton Pritchard averages 26 points a night. He did not have that last night. I am catching strays for that, by the way. Which again, I was on that one. I was on our boy Ron Harper Jr. Is he on the thing tonight?
Harper.
Oh, jeez. Dude, what's going on with me lately with that? What? Why is this?
Around the old kids from the neighborhood, Joe? What's going
I
on?
haven't seen anybody in a while, though. What's going on with that? Dude, it's been popping up really bad lately. It just comes out of nowhere. I almost just said nowhere. Oh, man, I got to tighten up. Maybe we can call it one golden moment.
I like it.
Gold?
But then is it only gold medal winners?
Well, that's what I can't forget the guy's name now. Gabe. Wow, I almost forgot his name. Maybe we can call it I don't know. I feel like what's the chat saying tonight? Hey Joe, hey Zoe, Twizzlers blow.
I'm not a Twizzlers guy either. Who am I to break that little girl's heart? But I'm not a Twizzlers guy.
I did not know it was going to say that. I read it, and I was like Ron Burgundy right there. That was Ron Burgundy right there.
San Diego.
I just read it, and I should have been more careful. Who is the most valuable player? Probably I love when the YouTube gets the guy in the empty chair. Who is the most valuable player? Probably Jaylen Brown, similar to Drake May. Oh, we got to go to break. Forgot.
Big guest?
Got a big guest coming up. Got to pause everything real quick.
A man who is interested in cooking, I'm told, Joe.
Oh. Well, we will have more on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Of course, Revolution season began on Saturday night. It's back again against the Red Bulls this week. And we'll talk with Ethan Kohler of the Revs. We'll do that next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. On the way on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
The C's are rolling, and the best seats at the Garden are at Ace Ticket. From courtside to balcony, fast, local. The best seats at the lowest prices. Go to aceticket.com now or call 1-800-MY-SEATS.
1-800-MY-SEATS.
That same Louisiana flavor y'all love about our chicken?
Flawless.
Yeah, we did that to crispy Alaskan flounder and butterfly shrimp, too. Both for $5.99. And we didn't stop there.
with women today.
On the Sports Hub.
Buddy, you're all shoveled out. I still am watching videos of dogs trying to go through the snow. Oh, you know what I don't like? I don't live in the city anymore, so I really don't know like about cones. But I am kind of curious what's the most odd thing you've seen on the street as a space saver. You know? Like, I don't know, should I put Lord Murray's cup out there one day as a space saver? Just put it there so nobody else could park there? That'd be pretty cool. Well, I'm open to that if you want to call in. Or you can join us on the chat on YouTube. Just go to youtube.com. You can search 98.5 The Sports Hub. And then, boom, you'll see me in a gray little polo tonight. And I'd be interested to know. Lawn chairs are always the big one. All right, everybody. Well, the Revolution opened their season over the weekend against Nashville. It wasn't the result that they wanted, but they are back in action this week against the Red Bulls once again. And joining us right now on 98.5 The Sports Hub is Revolution defender Ethan Kohler. Ethan, welcome into 98.5 The Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray. How you doing tonight?
Hey, thank you for having me. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Just trying to stay warm, you know.
Dude, I was just talking about it. So when you park, right, do you have a garage or do you have to park on the street?
You know, I didn't necessarily anticipate it being that cold, so I've just been parking out. But, you know, 2 Ubers later, and I'm kind of reconsidering that decision.
There you go. See, you know what I mean? I was just asking. I was asking what people were doing with that, man. But so, Ethan, I've had a chance to talk to a bunch of your teammates over the last few weeks. Matt Turner, I talked to. Matt Polster, I talked to. Brooklyn Reigns, that guy's a character, man. But can you just talk about some of the young players and some of the older players and just how that is all working with the Revolution in their group right now?
Well, I mean, I think we have a really good balance. Obviously, I've played at the U20 World Cup with Brooklyn and Peyton Miller, so I have a really good understanding with both of them. And the old guys do a great job of, you know, setting the standard and you know, keeping the young guys on their toes. So, I mean, I think we've got like a lot of ambition on both sides. You know, it's not like the young guys are up and coming and ambitious and the older guys are kind of starting to slow down. I think, you know, we meet at the middle and we both bring different things, you know, not necessarily due to our age, but, you know, due to our characteristics.
Gotcha on that. And I just was curious about that because when I talked to some of the guys, they mentioned the age doesn't matter, right? If somebody's a little older and they got to be there, you got to hold them accountable, and it's all been like that. But can you just talk about Coach Marco? I know you spent some time with him in the past, and now obviously you've made your time here now with the Revolution. Just talk about Coach Marco, what you like about him, and what he's instituting to the team for you.
I mean, Marco is a very hardworking and humble person, and he's an easy person to get behind. So for me personally, like tactically, I'm bought in, and also on the mentality side, he has a very clear identity that we're working towards and that we're building, and he has very clear principles. And I think because he's very real, and it's the same standard whether, you know, you're someone coming up from the second team or, you know, you've been the captain of the club for however many years. You know, he holds everybody to that same standard. And I think we will really flourish under him, you know, because of that.
All right, man. We listen. The soccer season just started. I know you guys are getting grooving, but I got a couple of just questions about you. So you were originally committed to play college soccer. So you're like a California kid, right? San Jose.
Yeah.
And
Bay Area.
You basically could have went to Stanford, but you decided to sign a professional contract. Like what went into that? What went into that for you, and how has that shaped your career?
Well, you know, obviously it's a harder one for the parents to take, you know, when you have the opportunity to go to Stanford, you know, and you decide to do something a little less certain. But, you know, Stanford was 20 minutes down the road from where I lived, and I had this a few options from teams in Germany in the Bundesliga, and I kind of sat down with him and I was like, if I'm going to do something that's really going to build my character and something that I'm really going to look back on and whether, it turns out making sense career-wise or not, it's going to be something that's really going to build me. It's going to be going overseas and trying that out rather than going 20 minutes from my house and staying in the sun. So honestly, it was a little bit more of a character-building decision, which I know sounds funny than a sporting one. But obviously, that platform helped me get to where I'm at now, and also all my national team experience wouldn't have been possible if I hadn't have made that decision.
So you were 18 years old and just decided to go to Germany.
Yeah, 17 actually when I signed the deal.
What was that culture shock like?
Oh, it was rough. It was probably the hardest 6 months of my life, that's for sure. The weather, the people, getting used to all that, the language. I mean, it was. I definitely got the character building I looked into.
So just real quick, so you played 3 years. So you went there. You were there for 3 years. Like what adjustments? And that has to be a different style, right? Going from playing in the Bay Area, all of it. Like, what is the difference? And is there a different style from that to maybe the MLS playing style?
Well, it's I'd say that the style matches the people and to a degree. It's the German people are very, very honed in. So it's very quick paced, it's very intense, it's very physical. Germans aren't small people either. So it was a lot of adjustment, and obviously the language as well is a huge adjustment, and it's the biggest difference between there and the MLS is, I would say, at times the speed of play is quicker over there, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the quality is higher. So coming to the MLS from there is not like, oh, now this is easy. It's definitely, they both have their strengths and quote unquote weaknesses, in terms of, playing style and whatnot.
Yeah, well, I've always wondered this, and we're talking with Ethan Kohler of the New England Revolution. The MLS is, consisted of, of American players. People play overseas. They play for many different teams. But is every team kind of different based off the talent that they have at the MLS? Like, how do you look at, like, all right, like you got the Red Bulls this week, right? How do you look at them as, oh, man, well, they have this, they play this type of style. Were you used to that in Germany, or does MLS play different styles, or are they very similar?
Well, Germany is a very, very, the Bundesliga is a very international league.
Yep.
So you get influence from a ton of different cultures, similarly as here. I'd say here, maybe you lean on a slightly more South American influence or whatnot, whatever. But in Germany, you still get, like, Bayern Munich has the French players. They have players from Austria, from all over Europe. So I'd say, when it's the first division, you kind of get all these different styles. Similarly, like you have Red Bull New York, you also have RB Leipzig, like Red Bull Leipzig in Germany, and they have similar play styles. So it's kind of similar in that way.
Yeah, I just was very curious on how that all just translates, and what would make, again, obviously money, right? Like a guy like Messi, what makes him want to come to Miami, right? But what makes a lot of players want to come to MLS? I besides money, I guess. What makes you want to play in the MLS?
I mean, first of all, it's great competition. That can't be understated, and it's taking. The world's taking more notice. I mean, I have teammates that are in Germany that are like, oh, I would love to go to the MLS. And also, I mean, it has to be said, the resources and the way the league is ran is really well done. They take care of their players 1,000%, whether that be on or off the field. And I think a lot of players, value that. I don't think necessarily in Europe is as looked at as players looked at as holistically as here in the MLS. But I mean, it's not just a good place to develop. It's a good place to compete when you're a top pro as well. So there's a lot of pulling factors, and some European guys would always love the dream of LA, Miami, live in the sun and whatnot. But I think nowadays it's more so like you get a lot out of it, both football and outside of that.
Yeah. Great answer. I've always kind of wondered what made people want to do that, or you know, when you mentioned the competition. So I'm reading a couple of things about you. I'm a large man. I'm 375 pounds. I'm 6'3", so I'm not a soccer guy. I played football, but I like to cook and I like to eat. Okay, I heard that you are the connoisseur in the kitchen. What'd you learn in Germany? What's something that you could? What's some of your faves that you learned out there?
That's awesome. Well, connoisseur, I don't know, but I definitely had a lot of free time to learn to cook and a distaste towards German food. So I learned, well, my mother's side, my grandmother's from Bali, Indonesia. So I love to make nasi goreng, which is like an Indonesian fried rice.
Oh, I love that. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, nasi goreng is great. I'll do saute.
Oh, yeah. Saute.
I'll also do like miso salmon, whatnot. Like I'll rely a little heavier on the Asian side of things, but I'll also do Mexican and you know, kind of whatever I see. I'll kind of scroll through recipes, get inspiration from Instagram or whatnot, or I'll watch some Netflix series on food and kind of go from there. But yeah, I'd say I stay on the Indonesian side of things when I'm really getting down to cooking.
Hey, tell us about that. So you have, you're American, but you have Indonesian heritage. Can you just speak a little bit about that and how meaningful that is for you?
Well, my dad's side of the family is American and has been in America, and I feel more connected to like the Indonesian side of me because I still have family in Bali. And, seeing my cousins and, second cousins, third cousins, and we've got this family group chat with I don't know how many people, and, they watch the games and they're all in. I don't know if you know, but Indonesia is a massive football country. Like they absolutely love soccer. So it's actually been pretty cool to see how stoked my cousins and uncles and aunts have been. And I went and visited them in the last summer, and like, they're giving me Indonesia jerseys, they're having me sign things. So I definitely have a strong pull to Indonesia.
That's good, man. I'm glad to hear that. That's awesome to hear. And you got the group chat going with the fam, so that's cool.
The WhatsApp.
The WhatsApp. Hey, just real quick, man. Soccer is really big. Like, but right now you're on the radio station that has all the Patriots games, and we have the Celtics playing tonight against the Denver Nuggets, a big game, and we have the Boston Bruins. So like we're the home. We have the Revs. We have you guys. So people who are listening to us, like they listen to Revs games, but they're also the next 2 years are so impactful for the game of soccer, right? Like MLS is changing now when they're going to play. Obviously, the World Cup is coming to Boston. So just like, how does this feel for you? Like you just played on the under-20 World Cup team, right? And like the game of soccer is trending upwards, and you're basically right in the thick of it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to take it, one day at a time. Football is definitely a quick career path. So, try not to get too ahead of myself, but obviously it's super exciting. I'd love to see, more people in the stands. I'd love to see, maybe the culture shift a little bit, to see how people, support and rally for football games the same way they would for soccer. Obviously if I could be in the middle of that, that would be unbelievable. And, the guys are talking about it, and in the locker room, there's obviously this buzz about the MLS changing and whatnot. And, all things that trend well in your profession, you're kind of going to be excited for. But I'm just waiting to see what materializes from that. But obviously, I'm pretty excited about it.
Awesome, Ethan. Well, I'm glad to talk to you, man. We're the one thing I love is I get to learn about you guys and your backgrounds. But I got to tell you, let's say we were all right. So, what's your favorite food in the area when you're in New England? Right? Have you had a lobster roll? Are you a chowder guy? What have you had out and about?
I've been recommended a lobster roll pretty heavily, but I've been doing quite a bit of easy meals or getting food from the facility while I'm trying to move into my apartment. So I haven't been able to really explore yet.
Oh, well, listen, Patriot Place has itself a lot of little Nice little places over there. You got to try out someday, man. But glad to hear you're healthy,
Absolutely.
man. And best of luck this
Thank you.
weekend against the Red Bulls,
so
man.
much.
And excellent job, man. We love to have you back on. And best of luck to you, dude. And good luck this season.
Absolutely. Really nice chatting with you. Thanks for having me on.
He's Ethan Kohler, everybody. Revolution defender. And they play the Red Bulls this weekend. I want some German food. Little bratwurst, guys. Oh, yeah.
I mean, is that not a guy you just want to root for? Like,
I want to hang out with him.
Down to earth. Want to have some food with him? I'm in.
He was humble, but wanted to talk, but he was humble. He's like, I probably really shouldn't elaborate with this guy. And
Felt like he would have fit in on the night show, though.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
So he has family in Bali on a text chain, and they love soccer there. And he's like, this kid's under 20 years old.
Playing for the national team. Yeah, he played for the Quakes, played overseas. Yeah.
So what I like to do with the Revs guys is get to know them, right? Because, we can only talk so much on the pitch. But they have a bunch of dudes that are veterans that are 20 years old. Like Brooklyn Reigns he's been in the league for 4 years.
He's a big boy.
Right? Like this dude was just playing in the under 21 team, or under 20 team. But then you look at Matt Turner, he's been in the league forever, right? Matt Polster has been on the team for 7 years. Eli Feingold just came over last year. Peyton Miller was eating lobster rolls in Connecticut. Oh, I should have mentioned that they could have had the.
We're gonna have to get our buddy Kohler there a lobster roll. Yeah,
I'm working on. I want to go out with the Revs someday.
I'm in on that.
Maybe we get a box at the Bruins game, because the Bruins is different, right? Basketball will be, there's a lot of chatter, but hockey it's kind of like whoa, fights could break out and everything. I want to hang out with the Revs.
Rev it up. Rev it up.
All right. That's the headline. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines. Presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Celtics, Denver, Jokic, Brown. Tonight, 9:30. Sports Hub. 10 o'clock tip-off. Celtics are underdogs, everybody. I was holding my breath that entire time. Hey, the Red Sox played today. They beat the Twins. Jose Oviedo, 1 2/3 innings, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, 7 hits in total for the team. Headlines are brought to you by our good friends over at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com to save 15% of an extra oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Joe Murray. Hi. Back here on the radio. I'm Joe. We were talking a little bit of soccer a little while ago. I was going to, Skaz, my other question was grass versus field turf.
Got to be grass, right?
Well, that's what they're bringing in now, right? Right, with the World Cup coming, they got to put grass on that field. What did I have? What time is it?
You had the Bruins are back tomorrow.
Oh, they're back tomorrow.
You excited?
Yes. In or out on Jake DeBrusk making a return?
Well, Joe, we're about to do that segment shortly. But I would be in on Jake DeBrusk returning to the Bruins just because I'd like the outrage, maybe the reaction. I think would be worth it just for that alone, for fans to get themselves worked up for or against Jake DeBrusk. I'm kind of in on that.
I never go backwards ever. That's me personally. I don't like to go back. I like to go back to old.
Who have they brought back? Dan Heinen came back, right, for a minute? The quiet one?
Dan Heinen came back.
Sean Corrali's back.
Oh, Sean Corrali. It's worked.
Sure.
Dan Heinen was decent.
The quiet one, he was good.
Actually, their returns have been pretty good. A couple of minor leaguers in there that they've brought back. I know that. Oh God, I can't do DeBrusk. I can't do it. Now, do I like the player? 57 games this year, 13 goals, 15 assists, 28 points. 28 points in 57 games, that's okay, right? It's about a point every other game. That's fine. That's who he is. What would you give up? They'd have to eat some money, right? You're not taking on 5 years of that guy, are you? Wait, what's 7 divided by 30? Joe math here. So he makes about $5 million a year. Ooh, could you trade Arvid or Middlestat? Would you trade Middlestat for DeBrusk? I think I would. I just don't care about Middlestat.
Yeah, I mean, you got a thing against Middlestat.
Yeah, I do. Arvidsson's a free agent. It's funny, whenever I work with Casey Hudson, I always say pump and dump. She likes to use the phrase package and ship.
Much more professional.
I like pump and dump.
Pump and dump.
Arvidsson's a pump and dumper. You pump him, then you dump him. He's been all right, though, Arvidsson. Not going to lie to you.
He's been fine.
Hey, here's Swayman. You got that gold medal bump.
Really did a lot.
He did. He won 2 games, right? Or he won a game?
I think he won a game. I think.
He won a game.
Oh, yeah.
McAvoy saved a goal and then had a bad penalty, but saved a goal.
McAvoy, much more impactful than Jeremy Swayman.
He looks so much better when he's not on the Bruins, huh? That's a guy that if they trade him, he's going to be awesome somewhere else.
It's almost like he needs other good players around him.
Oh, is that what it is?
Usually that helps.
Well, him and Charo were pretty good together. Remember
Pretty
them?
good.
Yes, that worked out there. All right. Well, dude, look at Jake. Look at the TV. They're making some steak fajitas. Look at that stuff. Chipotle. Oh, I didn't like that lettuce on there though.
Joe, I guarantee.
Oh, well, can we pot him up there for a second? Thank you.
Joe, I guarantee you that Chipotle bowl, not how it looks when you go there. Have you ever seen a Chipotle bowl look that good? No. They take the crap, they throw it in the bowl, and they move on.
Do you know there's a lawsuit for that?
Yes. And also the portions are not the same throughout.
You
notice that? Sometimes you get to the Chipotle line, and if the guy's in a bad mood, you get nothing. It's terrible.
You're absolutely right about this.
Other times, you're like, oh my God, all right, enough. I don't need any more chicken. That's plenty for me. Thank you.
No, I go up there and I say, what should I get? And they look at me and they just look at me with a dead stare, like they don't want to be there.
And they probably don't.
And I go, all right, chicken burrito, please. And then they put the thing in the little, heater. And then they put it down and I go, all right, give me some brown rice. Put some chicken in there. Extra chicken, please. A little more than that, if that's okay. And I just want rice, chicken, cheese. And then they stare at me like, are you kidding me?
That's it?
That's all I get.
I know you don't like lettuce, but no pico?
No.
No guac?
No.
What about corn?
No. I love corn.
What the hell's the matter with you?
I don't want corn in my burrito.
Why?
I don't.
What has corn done to you?
I would eat it if they put it in there. I don't want it in there.
Oh.
If they put it in there, I would eat it. Sometimes I put salsa in there.
Sometimes. What kind of salsa?
Sometimes. Well, I don't like the chopped up tomato ones.
Roja, verde.
More.
So what kind of salsa?
I like the dipping sauces, not tomatoes. And then I would sometimes they have great queso there.
I was just about to say you're a queso guy.
Oh, they got fantastic queso. I'd lick it with my tongue.
I mean, I don't know what else you'd lick it with.
When I pop the top off, I lick the top.
What about sour cream?
Out.
No sour cream?
It's funny. I love sour cream and onion chips, but you ever seen someone just take a scoop of sour cream and throw it on and eat it? Like, I love cream cheese. I can do that with cream cheese. Can't do it with sour cream.
What about cottage cheese?
I like cottage cheese.
I am so out on cottage cheese. Not even funny.
Cottage cheese.
That's like vomit. Did you ever want to put vomit on your toast? Go to Mark Bass and get some cottage cheese.
Dude, what's
disgusting?
Feta sometimes stinks.
Oh, feta's awful. Get that crap out of here, too.
Feta's all right. Doesn't smell good, but it's fine.
I think that's what I'm afraid of, Skaz.
The smell?
No, I'll eat feta. I just think it sucks.
So you'll eat it, but it sucks.
Oh, you know what I was upset about? What? I didn't get to ask Ethan Kohler if it was Twizzlers or Swedish Fish.
Oh,
so I guess I'll have
next
to ask.
time.
I guess I'll have to ask Jake now. Jake, did you hear it? There was a father-daughter calling.
Yeah, I know. I heard it.
The daughter was pissed.
Sounded it.
Twizzlers or Swedish Fish?
I would have to go Swedish Fish. They're just better than Twizzlers. Like, have you ever?
They're just better.
Have you ever said to yourself, "Man, you know what I could go for? A Twizzler." No, never.
The only time I want Twizzlers is when I see them.
Even then, sometimes it tastes like plastic.
Do you ever get the peel ones?
Yeah, I've got
that
those.
You can peel. Those suck.
Yeah, those do suck. But sometimes it's just like a plastic taste, and who wants to eat plastic?
I guarantee right now. You know what, Dawson? Do me a favor. I'm putting you to work.
Dawson's hard at work right now.
Well, Dawson, after
this opening day lineup has him in a tizzy.
I told him to make a graphic, and he's
trying to figure out the eighth bullpen arm. He's been trying to figure out who's going to be the eighth guy out of the pen for 20 minutes.
If you go down the hallway and video what's in the bowl, the candy bowl, I guarantee the three that are in there are Starbursts, Nerds, and Twizzlers.
So much so, the sports books won't even take a bet on it.
That line is not available.
Just like Ron Harper Jr., because he went over. The Boston accent's killing me
Joe,
lately.
it's been all week.
What is going on?
Is it from the nor'easter?
Like the
yeah, did someone just come in and put you out of whack?
The snow is like...
Yeah, it's infected you.
Yeah. Oh, Skaz, did you hear... do you know Weezer, Skaz?
Yes, Joe. I heard. I heard.
You heard?
We talked about it a little bit.
I just still not over it, though.
I heard a lot of big balls talk as well.
I've got big balls.
That was also my favorite part from the whole thing from Monday with the ACD song is that you kind of messed it up. It wasn't. You kept saying you've got big balls, and the lyric is I've got big balls.
I kept saying a lot of people had big balls.
There's a lot of ass. I mean, Skaz. I mean, it was kind of. I don't know.
I said something tonight, too. Oh, the dudes?
Yeah, the dudes.
Like, I've never been able to just watch two dudes go at each other. That sounded kinky, but there was a lot of ass. What do you think? What were we were talking about Augustas again? What were we going to do with them?
You had a sauce idea, I believe.
Yeah, what was it, though? A sauce?
Jake was the meat eater.
So the meat eater.
The meat eater.
But we're going to have a sauce off.
Can you believe that was almost a year ago, by the way?
Was that Street Team Joe with blindfolded?
Yeah, and you. Street Team Joe found T-shirts. And
do you know I am undefeated in blindfold competitions?
That's a very weird. You know what kind of stat that is? That's like the kind of stat you see people put in their Twitter bio.
Yeah. No. You know what it would be is if you ever watch the Ultimate Eating competitions, they've always has ate the most Rice Krispie treats in history, or something like ate 5,000 jelly beans in under 2 hours or something.
I always see those, and I always laugh at I feel like one of them I've seen is Jason Tatum call me big guy once or something like that.
Oh, Joe Murray undefeated in blindfold food eating competitions.
You should put that on Twitter bio. People will like that.
Undefeated in blindfold taste testings? Huh. Maybe I should, Jake.
Well, you're also the Kowloon kingpin, according to you.
I am the Kowloon. I am the Kowloon kingpin. Rajesh is on the line. Rajesh.
Hi. Hey, Joe. How are you?
How are you doing?
Good, thanks. Long-time listener, but first-time calling.
Thank you.
Since we were talking about some food items today, I thought that I was wondering if you ever eat Indian food.
I love tikka masala, dude. Give me all the rice,
Nice.
all the tikka masala, and then give me all the naan. And I'm going to dip the naan in the tikka masala sauce, and it's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah, but that's too creamy for me. I do like it, but it's very mild. So how spicy do you go with Indian food?
Well, I don't go really. So dude, I when I went to Hawaii, I had this Thai. It was so spicy I couldn't eat it. I actually told him, dude, it's too hot for me. It was like that.
Nice.
So sometimes I think you got to know your levels. But do you have something like? Do you, like, again? I love the naan. I love I love the keema. I love all that stuff. But do you have any recommendations for me?
Yeah, I'm from Lexington. There is a very good restaurant. It's a very small restaurant, but in India Bistro. So it's and they've been there for a long time. So yeah, I love going there. Royal India Bistro, rather. Royal India Bistro.
And where is that?
It's in this center, right in front of the library.
Okay, I go to Rang, which is in Stoneham, and it's fantastic. And then there's another place called Amal in Beverly that is very, very good if you've ever been there.
No, I've not been to that. I'll try them out.
Yeah, and I guess there's a little India in Waltham. Maybe, guys, we should try some night.
Yeah, it is good. It's decent. I would I would say the Royal India Bistro is way higher than that, as in like the taste and stuff like that, and they make it to whatever spice level that you want, the real one, not like the fake. And their spices are good. So yeah, I would recommend that.
Hey,
there's one in Howard Square, Maharaja.
Harvard Square. I was going to say, what's that green dipping sauce? There's this appetizer that's a little. What is it? You dip it.
It's a coriander, what we call chutney. It's a coriander paste. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Sometimes they give mint, but very rarely. I mean, you have to ask for that. That is also green. So there is a mint chutney as well. That's good too. But not many people like the taste of mint, but I like it. So you can ask for it.
Yeah, and just real quick.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm mixing up my Asian foods, but is it a lassi? Is that what you call it? It's like it reminds me of like a Thai iced tea kind of. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, lassi.
A lassi.
Yeah, lassi. Yeah.
Oh.
So lassi is made out of yogurt, and here in US they always mix mango with it for whatever reason. I have no idea. But typically, a lassi is plain yogurt. Kind of white in color, but here you always get the mango lassi.
Well, Rajesh, thank you, sir. I love the culinary delight. Maybe we'll do some lamb korma someday as a
absolutely.
treat. You got it, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rajesh.
Thank you. Take care, ciao.
I do got to start mixing into a little bit more different, diverse food. I got to get some Dominican food in there, right? Got to start mixing up some of the old, got to get the old palate. Got to get out there a little bit more. What were we going to do with the sauce? What were we going to do with? I thought we were going to do something with Augustus.
I think we were just talking about having a sauce off, trying to guess the sauces.
Oh, okay.
Which would be a good one. I think it would be a really good one. I was going to mention too, by the way. Thought of this when you were on the phone. Have you ever tried kava? It's like a Chipotle.
Haven't been there yet.
Oh, you should check out
good?
kava. Yeah,
I know lots of people that go there.
It's like a Greek version of Chipotle. Probably the best way to describe it. So it's Greek food.
I love Greek food.
So you get your greens, although it might skeeve you out from the get-go. When you first go in, you get a bowl or a panini. I usually get a bowl. They ask you for a green. So you're going to have to say, don't put any of that crap on mine. No. Verbally. And just stare at them. No. No green for me.
And they're going to be like, well, then you get no bowl. I like just put it in my hands. Just put it in my hands.
You just put your hands out and scoop the chicken in here.
Just like the body of Christ. Yes, thank you. Hey, the Czar of the Sports was brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You can save 15% off your next drive for oil change. And Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. I asked Dawson to make a graphic of the Red Sox starting lineup, and he is really just torn on this. And I've never
those bullpen arms, Joe.
I mean, he actually did the job, but now he's like
he's in the weeds.
Yeah, now he's really going down a rabbit hole. Hey, in or out is next on the Sports Hub.
What's it gonna be, McFly? Are you in or out?
1 strikeout. Headlines are brought to you by, because they are brought to you by our friends over at Super Service Today. When your heat or hot water goes out, waiting isn't an option. Super Service Today's warehouse in Danvers is stocked with water heaters, furnaces, boilers, heat pumps, and same-day replacement. Day or night, always done right. SuperServiceToday.com. I'm Joe Murray.
Deep three, violent two-hand slam. Wow.
98.5 Sports Hub.
Are you in or out? Gotta know without a doubt. I'm the one you need for a dirty deed. I'm the best. Success is guaranteed.
All right, it's in or out here on the Sports Hub. Can I throw one at you, Skaz? I hope I'm not stepping on your toes.
No, please.
Just threw it in slack. Tony Dungy likely out at NBC as they revamp the Football Night in America. Are you in or out on that?
That's one of the bigger ins I've ever been, Joe. Tony Dungy stinks.
It's because of the Hall of Fame. He left Bill out.
He's also just the worst.
Kind of sucks.
Yeah, not a good guy either, but that's a story for a different day.
Oh.
Hey, do a little Googling. That's all. Plenty out there. Not great.
All right, what do we got tonight?
All right, Joe, let's start. You mentioned sports. You mentioned the NFL. Let's start with one I just came across my desk, Joe. Jordan Schultz, the Schultz Report, says with teams in the QB market, there's a strong belief former Saints quarterback Derek Carr is very serious about unretiring and returning to the NFL in 2026. Joe Murray, are you in or out on the return of Derek Carr?
In. The reason why I'm in is I think that this league doesn't have enough quality quarterbacks. We can say whatever we want about him. His decline was because of a shoulder injury. If that shoulder injury is healed, you mean to tell me he couldn't... Like, if I was the Saints, I would trade him to the Jets. Because he's under contract still with it. That's how they're going to have to figure... The Saints aren't going to go with him, are they? I'd go Tyler Shuck, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would go with Shuck. He showed you something at the end of last year.
I saw the best Tyler Shuck rookie card today. It had a Nike swoosh on it. He's a chase card for me.
Oh, you're in on Shuck?
Him, Malik Willis.
Yeah, I heard he's getting paid, Joe.
Tanner McKee.
While we're on it, in or out, Malik Willis, $30 million.
Ooh, I'm out on that.
Apparently, that's what he's asking for.
So, what is he going to get? $30 million over 3 years? How about Tommy DeVito? Malik Willis or Tommy DeVito?
Malik Willis. Come on.
Tommy's my boy. Hey, Bailey Zappi's on the Jets right now.
I don't know who that's worse for. Bailey Zappi or the Jets?
I bet you he leads the Jets to the promised land.
Week 1 win.
Which is nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm in. I think. All right, name a team that should take a bite on Derek Carr.
Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr., Trey McBride, Trey Benson.
I mean, say what you want about Carr. Like, he's put up numbers.
I think he stinks, but yeah, he's better
I think he's a little like...
Like, where would he be right now? 15 to 20, probably, for QBs?
I would say if he just was healthy and ready to go, yeah, I would say he's a top 20 quarterback. If he's healthy.
If.
But the AC joint and all that, he retired. I mean, he had to walk away from the game. Like, is his head, you know? What about the Colts?
You're not riding with Daniel Jones there?
I'm not.
No. Yeah, I mean, maybe, but doesn't that just feel like what the Colts do? They bring in Joe Flacco. They bring in Phillip Rivers. Like, I don't know. Like, go get somebody young.
Tanner McKee.
Tanner
McKee is going to bring the Eagles to the Super Bowl. I'm telling you right now.
All right, Joe. Sticking with sports, the Yankees announced an hour ago that they will be retiring Hall of Famer CeCe Sabathia's number 52 and honoring him with a plaque in Monument Park. Joe Murray, are you in or out on the Yankees retiring CeCe Sabathia's number?
Oh, you know why? Okay, this is a serious answer. I think CeCe Sabathia absolutely is a Hall of Fame baseball pitcher. He's probably the last... He won 300 games, right? But, like, the last lefty to do what he's done? the innings that he's pitched, the strikeouts that he had?
251.
Okay, there won't be another pitcher for 250 strikeouts. 250 wins. I'll tell you that right now. I just don't think they're going to allow it to happen. Like I wonder who's on pace for 250. How many did Kershaw have? And now I'm putting you to work here.
Justin Verlander has 266.
Okay, he's a Hall of Famer.
Kershaw has 223.
See, Kershaw won't even get 250.
Scherzer has 221.
He won't even get there.
And then a big drop off. Garrett Cole is
done.
at 153.
No pitcher will throw 250 strikeouts again, is my point. But the reason why I wouldn't...
250 wins.
Yes. What did I say? Points?
Strikeouts.
Oh. What number was CC Sabathia?
52.
How the hell am I supposed to know that? Hey, 52's out there. Who was that?
Big CC. Milwaukee Brewers legend.
Good hit. No, Derek Jeter, number 2, right? Like Babe Ruth. Paul O'Neill, I'm 21, but he's not retired. But I guess I knew CC was 52. I don't care. Out.
All right, Joe. Now on to the important stuff.
Should the Red Sox retire Kurt Schilling's 38?
No. All right, Joe. Spotify. You're familiar with Spotify?
I use it, yes.
Spotify is launching the world's first music streaming urn.
Whoa.
In collaboration with Liquid Death, a wireless Bluetooth speaker is built into the lid, and it costs $495. So now your favorite loved ones can hear tunes inside the urn. Joe Murray, are you in or out on a music streaming Bluetooth urn?
Out. I'm going to bring this up one more time.
Please.
When a body is dead, embalm it. Embalm. Take all the guts out. Maybe now they should take the brain out.
You want that out too?
I think so.
It feels like it might be a tough procedure there.
I don't know. Maybe it's a suggestion. But now you want to put music with dead people, dude? You've seen Ghostbusters, right? Ghostbusters
I have
2.
seen Ghostbusters.
I mean, we've seen the Statue of Liberty, right? You saw that purple goo go through the whole entire city, and they had to play music to get music is what makes people move, right? I don't want dead people around music.
I'm with you, Joe. I don't think we need Bluetooth urns.
I don't think we need an urn.
I don't think
6
so.
feet under.
No. I don't want that in my living room.
Because what if, you are at the park and you hear, keep on turning me, upside down, you're turning me, and you're like, where the hell's that coming from?
I don't think they're burying the urns, Joe. I think this is for someone's ashes in the living room.
Well, okay, that's out. Still.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Well, what if it's how you play the flute and the snake dances? I don't know. Now the urn could move.
Yeah, that lid better be on there tight.
It'd be popping. Are you serious? This is true?
This is real.
This isn't a gag.
Not a gag. From Spotify.
A Bluetooth urn for ashes?
That's what I'm told, Joe. I'm just a messenger. A picture of it in Slack, too.
Dude, there are elder people?
Old people.
That are really thinking of ways not to be lonely.
I wonder how Felger feels about a Bluetooth urn.
He's going to be like, my Aunt
Millie.
Aunt Millie is on top of my chimney playing the Grateful Dead. Okay. Out.
Yeah, strong out. Strong out on that one.
Dude, I can't believe you found that.
That's why they pay me, Joe. Find the in or outs.
But what the hell is that?
Not great.
You can't find that anywhere else. There is no other radio show in this city that is talking about that.
Bluetooth urns.
This is why you listen to the show.
Well, Joe, sticking with the music theme, from Bluetooth urns to the Sphere in Vegas, one of our guests, John Serenides, would be very happy with this news. Metallica headed to the Sphere. Joe Murray, are you in or out?
In. I could just imagine being at the Sphere, and all of a sudden you hear bam, 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 and it's all these, or you hear boom, 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 and it's just lights everywhere. Have you ever been to a laser show, Skaz?
I feel like I have.
At the Museum of Science, they do laser shows.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And I've seen Pink Floyd's. I saw the Beastie Boys once. I've got a couple of times. Sometimes when you get dizzy, you gotta put your head down.
That's the trick?
Yeah, that's the trick.
All right, Joe, let's go through the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame unveils its 2026 nominees.
Yes.
Give me an in or out, Joe.
Okay.
Mariah Carey.
In.
Sade.
Sade. In.
Sade. My apologies. Shakira.
In.
Luther Vandross.
In.
The Black Crowes.
In.
Jeff Buckley.
Out.
Phil Collins.
In.
Melissa Etheridge.
In.
Lauryn Hill. In. Come on.
She probably was one of the better singers of her time, but wasn't a great person. In.
Billy Idol. Our guy.
Yeah.
Julia Gulia. Iron Maiden.
I think they should get in.
Joy Division / New Order.
New Order, I'm out on. I was out on them last year too.
Hold on here.
Is the Wu-Tang Clan on there?
The Wu-Tang Clan is on here.
They should be automatically enshrined.
Pink?
Do you know, real quick, Pink out. But Wu-Tang Clan, do you know how smart they are?
The mystery of chess boxing, Joe.
Some of them went to Harvard. But some of their their writing skills. I know some people don't want rap or care for rap. Some of the writing on that Wu-Tang Forever album was absolutely amazing writing. And I know I listened to it to bob my head, but when one guy goes up in your cerebral cortex, or I bomb atomically, Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses, that was when I first heard that, I went, whoa, they're smart.
In.
How's Method Man? Is he not in either?
I don't know. Oasis.
In.
New Edition.
In. They should be in, definitely.
In Excess.
I loved In Excess. I need you tonight. I'm going to go in.
This is going to be a big Hall of Fame, Joe. That's everybody.
Oh, so I can only vote. Oh, that's the
You're
problem.
putting them all in.
Oh.
I don't know how many get in a year, but.
All right, so Phil Collins definitely.
Phil Collins got to be in.
Mariah Carey's definitely going in.
Luther Vandross.
Man, he was so good.
The Wu-Tang got to go.
I wonder if they make him wait.
5 to 7 go in every year. That's a tough list, I would say.
Jeez, that's a tough list. Well, we got Evan Lazar coming up, but we might have to. Can we revisit this?
Yeah, please.
Right, this one's going to take thought. Pink out. This one's tough. Luther Vandross should already be in. Phil Collins, how the hell is he not in?
Yeah.
Is Genesis in?
They probably already are. You'd have to imagine.
That's a hell of a list. That's a great list. Rage got in last year. I was glad. Oh, did they? Yeah, they got in because they're not on the list this year. So
I believe Tom Morello is touring with Bruce.
Oh, my God. I'd love that. Smart. Another hard guy. I think he went to Harvard, too. All these smart guys.
Bunch of smarties.
They know how to play music. All right. Evan Lazar is at the Combine, everybody. We're going to talk to him next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. More Joe.
is Evan Lazar. He's of Patriots.com, and he's joining us here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Evan, how are things going at the Combine, bud?
Things are going great, Joe. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. My leadoff take tonight was it's not just Drake May that makes the Patriots a destination. Of course, right? Having the quarterback here now might want other players might want to play here because it's a good quarterback. But I do think that Mike Vrabel right now still might have the edge over Drake May as far as acquiring either coaching staff or players to that degree. Do you think that Mike Vrabel still has that edge of acquiring players over maybe wanting to play for a guy like Drake May?
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see that argument. You know, you look at, especially talking about defensive players, you know, I'm sure that those guys look at it and say, you know, yeah, it'd be great to have a great quarterback on the other side for us, but you know, having a coach like Vrabel that can develop me and use me correctly. I mean, just look at what he did with Milton Williams, right? You know, saw a role for him, you know, probably something similar to Jeffrey Simmons in Tennessee, brings him in and he has a great year and is one of the best players on the team. So I think there's definitely a draw there. I thought, you know, I'm sure you heard it too. That was what stood out to me the most about Elliott Wolf's press conference, Joe, is him mentioning, you know, probably doesn't change a ton about their outlook in terms of coming off a Super Bowl appearance and how does that change where they are in their build or their process. But what it does change is that they're now hopefully a destination that, you know, people are going to want to be a part of their culture, part of their team, part of their success, part of playing for Mike Vrabel, part of playing with Drake May, you know, all those types of things. It definitely gave them that leg up that maybe some doors open for them that wouldn't have previously opened, like A.J. Brown becomes available, Max Crosby becomes available. Do those guys say, trade me to New England, I want to play for Vrabel?
Evan, you guys got a chance to sit down with the head coach today. I saw over at Patriots.com. Nice little sit down. You, Mike Dussault, and Mike Vrabel. What were some of the takeaways that you had? And just reading on some of them, he really talked about the importance of physical development. And in some of his comments earlier in the day, he talked about, you know, some of the recent draft class being part of the foundation. What other things can you add to the conversation you had with him?
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, it was great to sit down with him. And that was the number one quote to me, was about the physical development. And he told a great story about Tom Brady early on in his career. And he said that, you know, everybody talks about the TB12 and the pliability and all that kind of stuff. But he said that didn't really happen until later in Brady's career. He said what started the development physically, you know, the physical development for Brady was working out in the gym, in the weight room with the linebackers and the tight ends, which Vrabel obviously was part of. And he said that, you know, Brady was doing squats, he was doing cleans, he was doing all the weight and, you know, strength training that those position groups were doing. He was doing them as a quarterback. And he said that's really where his body developed, you know, into being stronger and, you know, his arm strength and his ability to push the ball down the field and all those good things. So he said as a team, you know, generally speaking, they need to get stronger and that they're a young team and they need to work on physical development. So when I heard that, I automatically thought of the three young guys on offense that played a lot last year, you know, the two guys on the line and Campbell and Wilson and obviously Drake May. So I think we all saw that in the playoffs, you know, especially for that offensive line that at times they got outpowered and they got outmuscled by, as Vrabel said, some grown men, you know, in the trenches. And I think they need to get those young guys into a similar program and get to the point where, you know, Will Campbell and Jared Wilson can stand up to some of those, you know, really strong rushers that they're going to see, you know, in January and February. So that was definitely one that stood out big time. The other one was, you know, him just talking about Christian Gonzalez and his future with the Patriots. I thought Elliott Wolf yesterday was kind of, you know, more GM speak, right, about Christian Gonzalez extension and his future with the team and all that stuff. But I thought Mike Vrabel was like really steadfast about, you know, everybody wants Christian Gonzalez to be here, whether that's him, ownership, you know, the fans, everybody. He said that he hopes that Christian Gonzalez is a captain of the Patriots at some point. So I think that Vrabel really kind of puts a full court press on to be like, no, we want to get something done with Christian Gonzalez in terms of an extension.
Just, I saw that quote, and I was actually going to ask you that. Do you think they want to come to a deal now? Because maybe you can explain a little bit of the, his current contract. They don't have to do it this year. They could wait a little bit, but don't you think the asking price will get higher if they don't do it now?
Yeah, so he's extension eligible now going in from his third year into his fourth year. And that's when, the first time that he's now eligible for that extension just by league rules. So for, instance, like Drake May will be extension eligible next offseason. So the Patriots could start to negotiate that next offseason. Now, in terms of timeline, like the two things that you normally see from teams is that normally this doesn't get done until like May, June, July, over the summer, because it's not necessarily the most pressing thing in terms of like the free agency thing is going to happen in 2 weeks, right? So it's not exactly like it needs to be top of mind here. But in terms of, that timeline, I think the one thing that you have seen is like, for instance, Micah Parsons, it took Dallas too long, right? They waited, and then eventually they end up trading Micah Parsons. So I would think that if Christian Gonzalez is going to get that extension, we might not see it happen until the summer, just because of order of operations thing. But I wouldn't be too concerned if it doesn't happen until then. But eventually you'd like to see it happen sooner rather than later, so that they don't get that asking price going up, and then to the point where, honestly, Joe, like you start to upset the player, right? Like the player starts to get frustrated in the fact that he hasn't gotten paid yet, and that's exactly what happened in Dallas with Micah Parsons.
Talking with Evan Lazar, he's at the Combine. Just getting to the Combine, Mike Vrabel talked about tight ends today, saying he wants to focus on that. I know Elliott Wolf mentioned pass rush as well. What's going on? When do those things get going at the Combine? When do you start seeing the players doing reps, and what's going on there right now?
Yeah, so tomorrow on Thursday, we'll start to see the front seven on defense. They'll do their workouts at Lucas Oil. So that will be tomorrow. Then quarterbacks, running backs, receivers is Saturday, O-line Sunday. So I think the tight ends might be Friday night, if I have that correctly. But yeah, the pass rushers that they were talking about, all these edge rushers that are in this draft. And I've seen some, of the experts like Daniel Jeremiah, people like that, saying that like as many as 15 of these edge rushers might go in the top 100 of the draft. So like we're talking about a really, really deep class there. And those guys will all be on the field tomorrow. So we'll see them run their 40s and do all the drills and, the hoop drills and things like that teams look at and all that stuff. So just like a couple of names on that list, Cassius Howell from Texas A&M, Akeem Mesidor from Miami. You got R. Mason Thomas from Oklahoma, who's starting to get a lot of buzz. Zion Young from Missouri. Like those are some of the guys in that 31 cluster, right around where the Patriots are going to be in the first round that people are talking a lot about and there's a lot of hype for. So I would expect the Patriots, they've been pretty open about that they see that as a big need for the team, and they're meeting with all these guys here. Vrabel came out and said that they've met with a lot of the edge rushers, so that's clearly a priority for them.
All right, Evan, we'll let you go, dude. Have fun. What do you guys do in Indianapolis on a night like tonight?
Tonight, we just do a little bit of dinner. You never know. But I say this to everybody, Joe, about the Combine. A lot of the Combine happens at after hours, right? Like a lot of the Combine is happening right now and into the wee hours of the night. And, the stuff that you see on TV is kind of a distraction from the stuff that's going on behind the scenes.
So kind of like trades on cocktail napkins and things like that?
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a few trades done over beers tonight somewhere in the city.
That's awesome, man. Well, hey, you get a basketball game tonight, Celtics and Denver Nuggets, so you guys can enjoy that while you talk a little Combine and a little bit of Pats, man. Appreciate you joining us here. Enjoy your time in Indianapolis, and we'll catch up soon, bud.
Sounds good, Joe. Thanks for having me.
You got it. He's Evan Lazar. Everybody check out. He had a great interview today with Mike Vrabel. Sat down with him, Mike Dassault. They seem to be friends. They all know each other. I did not get to talk to Mike Vrabel when I went to the games this year. Me and Elliott Wolf and I crossed paths, but he did not speak to me.
If Vrabel would like the food talk at night. He seems like a food guy.
Oh, he would bust my balls hardcore. He'd be like, "What? Weren't you the guy who said to me?" Yep, that was me, Mike. Mm-hmm. And he would have been like, "What were you, some high school, Yeah,
what are you, some lineman?"
Yeah, that was me. I was the Joe Dozer.
The Joe Dozer.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then he'd be like, "Yeah, your shoes untied. Can you tie them? Can you bend over and get the?" Yeah, yes, Mike. Yep. He would totally bust my balls, and I'd love it. I think he'd like me. Hey, he met Felger. Remember?
Oh, I'm sure they met a lot of times. They used to do those videos together.
Yeah, they.
Well, 2-man stand-up routine between the two of them.
Yeah. Trying to get Rob Nikovich to come in with us some night. I just don't know. I don't know his deal of. Is he? I don't know what's going on with him.
It's above me, Joe.
Yeah. But Rob, you're more than welcome. Oh, by the way, before we go to break, Augusta's Chicken has reached out to me.
Oh, right, straight from the source, Joe.
Literally straight from the source. I heard you talking about our new sauces on the air. We'll do a drop-off. We have new ones, and we have some classics this month. How's that? And I said, dude, I want to do a sauce-off. That's what I said to him. And he goes, I was in my truck, and I heard it. He goes, I listen all the time. I go, man, love what you do. He goes, I love that you appreciate our product. What about a Munchie Mania from March?
Munchie Madness.
Munchie Madness. Oh, yes. Now you can eat the munchie. You can eat.
I can eat chicken.
You can eat chicken.
Oh yeah.
Oh, have you had them? Right? Remember?
I believe I've had it.
Oh,
yeah.
dude, those bites, man. They just pop. They just pop, 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 pop. The sauces are so good. They're so good. Hey, Ben in Nashua is on the line. Ben. I loved sauce. I saw you. Hey, Ben, thank you for bringing me. Hey, Skaz, if you were going to bring me a drink besides a Celsius, what drink would you bring me?
Oh, lemonade.
Arnold Palmer.
Yeah.
Ben brought me a nice. Was that a 99-cent one, or was that one larger than 99 cents?
Not too sure. I brought a rubber ducky that night too, so it was kind of. I think it was around $1, but you were well worth it.
Well, you know what? Thank you. And you bought a Ben Knopel card?
Yeah, you gifted it to me for being awesome.
He tried to give me $3 for a card, Skaz, and I said, "Don't insult me." I could have got three.
Hey.
I could have got 3 iced teas though. Anyway,
You could have. Hey, Joe, I didn't know you were on Nesson today, and I had the Sox game playing, and you looked awesome. I love that show.
I'm on every day at 4:00.
All right, I'll tune in, and also you got to try Friendly Reds in Hudson. Very good.
Friendly Reds. Is it new or has it been around for a while?
It's been around the past summer, but I think they have locations elsewhere. But definitely should try it.
It sounds familiar to me. Yeah, Londonderry's a little far from me. It's not far. It just once you pass Canopy Lake Park, you don't know what you're getting into out there.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if you ever want to go to Canby, then Friendly Reds, sign me up.
All right, Ben. Appreciate you, Ben. Are you with Laura?
I am.
Tell her I said hello. Thank you, guys.
Hi, Joe.
Hi. All right, guys.
Aaron says go to the Nash.
Oh, yes. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Hey, guys, so remember Mark, our intern Mark from Curry?
Yes.
Went to school with Aaron.
Oh, okay. Diacha.
Yeah, Diacha. Exactly. But that's how it all kind of...
It all comes back around.
That's how you know a guy every once in a while, All right, Skaz. Can you have a shake if we order shake?
Not if there's milk in there, Joe.
No.
Yeah.
We should do a bit some night. What can Skaz eat?
Bread.
I bought peanut butter and jelly sandwiches this week.
I had one tonight for dinner.
So I have a question for you regarding
Please.
the jelly. Okay,
The expert.
What kind of peanut butter do you use? I bought Jif.
I'm a Skippy guy primarily.
Skippy.
I go creamy and chunky, Joe. I switch it up. I like variety.
You ever do a little creamy and a little chunky?
Of course,
on
Joe.
one. Okay.
You're talking to a guy who's had thousands of peanut butter and jellies. I switch up the jelly too.
So I was going to tell you that I bought the squeeze bottle jelly.
Kind of out on those, but
oh, really? You want the Smuckers?
It gets all it gets gross at the top, and then it's sticky, and no thanks.
It also doesn't give you the amount I think you're looking for.
Exactly. Yes, and you got to peanut butter both pieces of bread. You peanut butter both.
Oh, I did not do that.
You got to do that so that way the jelly stays in the middle, Joe.
Peanut butter both slices.
Yes.
When you put the jelly on, do you jelly both slices too?
No, just one. Then you throw the other peanut butter on top. Kind of keeps it all in there, Joe. Peanut butter on both sides, jelly in the middle. That's what you're looking for.
So I think this is where the fluff comes in. You could put jelly on one side of the peanut butter, and you could put fluff on the other side, and then.
You ever toss bacon in there?
No.
Try that sometime.
Cold, hot,
whatever you want, Joe.
Canadian?
Sure, why not? Where's John Candy?
Okay, what's going on? Should I take this call?
I don't know. Dawson was on hold with this guy for a while.
What do you think I should do? Finley is on the line.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
I have a question for you about the NFL draft.
All right, dude. How old are you?
9. And I'm not here to talk about sports.
Dude, it's 8:30. What time do you go to bed?
What?
What time is usually your bedtime?
It's break for us.
School vacation week.
It's February break. It's vacation.
So you're burning the midnight oil.
Yes.
All right. What's your question, buddy?
If the Patriots move on from Stephon Diggs, should they trade for a wide receiver, or should they draft a wide receiver?
So should they either get one in the free agency or draft one? They do need to develop their own, man. Thanks, buddy. If they move on from Stephon Diggs, they better have a proven commodity hanging around. Because isn't that why you got Stephon Diggs? Because you didn't have one? Would you trade up?
For a receiver? No.
Yeah, me either. I like that dude from Texas A&M, though. Concepcion? I don't know. He's fast and he runs.
What about Isaiah Likely? He do anything for you? I know he's not a receiver, but I've seen his name floated today.
Went to Everett High.
Coastal guy.
Coastal Carolina.
Chanticleer.
The Roosters. I'm being critical. I don't think his hands are as spectacular as many others.
I would agree with that.
But do I think he can get open and in a better offense be more productive? Yes.
You take him over Kyle Pitts.
Hell yeah. Kyle Pitts is a better athlete. If we're down at the playground, Skez, Kyle Pitts is the better player. Problem is we're not at the playground. We're on the gridiron with the pigskin. Going for pay dirt. All right, that was enough. What was his name? Finley? Like Michael Finley? Or Chuck Finley? Or Finley the wrestler? All right, let's go to... what do we have next?
Mayweather Pacquiao, I believe, is what you had on the rundown.
Let's play that. Dan Patrick is, not happy about boxing. I don't think anybody is. Let's hear that next on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Celtics and Denver Nuggets will meet tonight right here on 98.5 The Sports of 9:30. Tip-off just after 10 o'clock. Red Sox had their spring training game today against the Twins. They won 5-3. Jose Oviedo, an inning and 2/3. 3 walks, did have a strikeout, gave up 0 runs. Headlines, they are brought to you by And Valvoline is an oil change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandoilChange.com. You can save 15% off an extra oil change at Valvoline is an oil change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Joe Murray.
You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Go get them. Must be, it'll be September, so maybe it's a slow night for you, and you go, well, maybe I'll just buy this fight. Let me see these two guys lean on each other. But I don't know if this has to do, boxers never retire. Sugar Ray Leonard told me this when I went to his first retirement in Baltimore, and he talked about fighters never retire. The phone stops ringing.
All right, back here on 98.5, Patrick. I don't know where he works anymore. You know, Sammy P's on his show all the time.
I've seen that. I've seen Sammy advertise that.
Good.
Yeah. Legend.
Wicked legend. Adam Sandler's friend.
That's his claim to fame?
Oh, Keith Olbermann? He's got a couple, huh? So I'm just going to make this short and sweet. I'm going to watch. These guys I'm going to watch. I know what I'm going to get. I'm going to get Floyd Mayweather coming out of retirement as a big deal, as an undefeated champion. And we're going to get Manny Pacquiao, the guy who has the most landed punches probably in history. Maybe. He's going to land 1 million punches, and it's going to get defended all fight. It's going to go all 12 rounds. There's going to be no winner, and therefore Floyd Mayweather once again is going to retire as an undefeated champion, and Manny Pacquiao is going to be looked at as one of the greatest punchers of all time, and they're going to make a lot of money. We're all going to complain about it, and we all watched it, and then we'll move on. And that's what's going to happen. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm not going to watch it because I'm going to. I just watched Jake Paul fight Joshua. And I loved it because boxing won. But that's what I got out of that. I love boxing. I love the history of boxing. I love the art of it. I love how it's just such an old school dying sport. Because that's exactly what it is. And I'm sure there's some young up-and-coming fighter that's pissed off at what I'm saying right now, but unfortunately, people don't care about lightweights anymore. It's still about the heavyweights and how many heavyweights are truly going. Ultimate fighting in mixed martial arts has passed boxing. That's a fact. You might not like it. The art of the sport might be different. It's just facts. Do you know the UFC every weekend has a new card? Every weekend. You can watch Ultimate Fighting every weekend. And you know what it is? TKO owns it. And guess what they now have? WWE Wrestling. And they integrate them both. What's boxing doing? Has boxing done anything to integrate with anyone? No. This is why we're getting Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather. Because there's nobody else. And the phone kept ringing for Floyd Mayweather to come out. And the really sad part of all of this is Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao really need the money? Because they're going to get the money. And I'm going to watch because I'm a sucker. Just like all of you. I felt real spirit. Maybe I should cut that. Because it's true. You're all going to watch it. It's going to suck. Daniel's in Pembroke. Hi, Daniel.
Hey, how you doing, bud?
Hey.
I got a question about the Red Sox.
Sure.
You think Roman Anthony is going to be the starting second baseman for the Red Sox?
Do you mean Marcelo Meyer?
Roman Anthony.
He plays left field, dude.
Oh, shit.
I
mean, should have known right away. What's up, bud?
Hey, yo, I only got a belly laugh every once in a while. That was good. Did you get that one, Dawson? I thought he meant Marcelo Meyer, right?
I think he was trying to be funny. Or
do you think he was trying?
Trying to do a bit or something? He was certainly trying, Joe.
Oh. Well, let's see. Rajiv calls all the time. Hey, Rajiv.
Hey, what's up? I promise you won't have to dump me. So, but once again, Stream wins.
That's right. Stream wins.
I heard you talking earlier about queso, so I didn't know if you had dinner plans or anything, but apparently Chipotle celebrating National Tortilla Chip Day yesterday, And so for the past 3 days, they've been offering free chips and queso with any order. So if you're interested, you just need to place an order online. And if you're interested, I can tell you what the code is that they want you to use.
Why don't you just share it with everybody?
I think it's Chips 26, I believe. Yeah, just order an entree, and it says you just have to order it as a singular regular side, and then you'll get the chips and queso, which is, I guess, normally like $4.90 or so you can get that for free. And today's the last day to use it.
Oh, and guess what? Intern Dawson got Chipotle before. And as we're talking, there's a Chipotle commercial on the television. You couldn't fake this.
Yeah. And the other thing also, because we love talking food, all during the Super Bowl, I kept on seeing commercials for Applebee's new OM cheeseburger. Had you seen any of those commercials?
I've seen them, but I'm not really much of an Applebee's guy these days.
Oh, I've never had it. So it just looks so good though, because basically, they cut the burger in half with bacon, and then they just basically serve it in a sizzling skillet of molten queso.
Oh, dude, I got a burger from the Cheesecake Factory.
Yep.
With a mac. You ever go to get the mac and cheese balls?
I know. I love those, though.
Yeah, so, dude, imagine a burger with a mac and cheese ball on it.
Oh, that's so awesome.
And then you smush it down.
That sounds so good. Yeah, somebody told me that they do a Chick-fil-A hack where they order the Chick-fil-A and then they get the side of the mac and cheese and they put it inside the burger.
All right, Rajiv, thank you for your Chipotle hack.
Hey, no problem.
Thanks,
good talking to you. Take care.
You too, dude. Well, Dawson, unfortunately, I think you might have missed your chance tonight. Day late, a buck short. I've had 3 people just text me personally. Oh, bleep. I wish we could play that, but we can't. But that was a funny old bleep, huh? No, I'm now starting to think it was authentic, Skaz.
No.
No.
Anybody who starts a call like that, Joe, they're fishing. He was fishing for something.
I did see your hand near the dump.
Yeah. I've done this rodeo.
You were like, here we go. You were right. Yeah. Do you know who used to do that? Jeremy. He would put it on, right? And I could watch him. He'd be like this. And he would listen.
Like a dog at the starting gate before they fire the gun.
Yeah, when you give a command to the dog, like the dog's just waiting for the command.
Yeah.
And he would wait there like this. Bink is in Worcester. Bink.
Joe Murray, what's up, man?
Not much.
I respect the hell out of you. Calling in on your talk about the Floyd Mayweather Manny Pacquiao fight. I think, is Freddie Roach still the trainer for Manny Pacquiao, or is he deceased?
No, Freddie Roach from Dedham, right?
But
I've interviewed him many
I'm with
times.
you. I love boxing, and it's a dying sport. And I just think people as kids, I watch Freddie Roach. I'm like, damn, that guy's good. But then you see him now, and you're like, his brain is sauce. So does that hinder people from getting into boxing?
Well, Freddie Roach has Parkinson's, so
yeah. Do you think did boxing contribute to that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, Bink. I didn't think I had to mention that the health. You think Evander Holyfield cares about his health?
No, millions of dollars.
Dude, and I mention this all the time, but if I had $5 million on the line and I broke my hand, I'd still fight because I want that $5 million.
No, absolutely.
If I can't fight, I don't get paid.
Yeah. So I'm just I just think that hinders parents from getting kids into boxing because.
Well, yeah, but it's all about mixed martial arts now, dude, and
Nah, it's soft. That's soft. Fake fighting.
Oh, no, it's not, dude.
WWE.
No, it's not. I am sorry, Bink. I like you. But I can't call you have mixed martial arts soft. You kidding me?
A boxing purist.
It was Conor McGregor that boxed Floyd Mayweather, right?
I mean, if that's what you want to call it.
And then I bet the under. And what happened? It went under. Why? Because it's fixed. Why? Because they wanted it to go that way. Why? Because Floyd Mayweather in a Vegas total couldn't go longer than 6.5 rounds. And that was the day I found out that boxing rounds, guess, count. So like, let's say it's 6.5, right? You have to go 7.5 rounds. Like you have to get into the 7th round. It's not just, you got over the 6th, there we go. No. I learned that one the hard way. Floyd Mayweather, bastard, cheating. That guy is tied in with the line. Do we even have a line? Mayweather's got to be favored.
I haven't seen anything yet.
I would bet it to go the distance. I would bet Floyd Mayweather by decision because Pacquiao's not going down. I guarantee you, the fight's in September. I guarantee you, Manny Pacquiao will have at least 100 more punches thrown than Floyd Mayweather. When I first started Skaz on the radio, I worked for the Mouthpiece Boxing Show, and I told you John Annex, the guy that got me into radio, he was one of my mentors. And we used to have Burt Randolph Sugar in every day, or once a weekend. And we would talk boxing, and I would just listen. Billy Lanning was a part of that, too. And the sport was what you saw in Rocky. I hate to say it, but, Mick told Rocky that he threw him some bums to bump him up a little bit. That's what happens, right? Some guys need to beat up on some bums to get their eye of the tiger back. It's fact. My thing is, though, I do respect, as much as I think he's a horrible human being, I think Floyd Mayweather's style of boxing was unlike any other. And when it came to Manny Pacquiao, I never saw someone throw as many punches with that sort of stamina in my life. So, yes, there is a draw there. I don't think Freddie Roach will be there. And I mean that in I respect the guy. I loved him. I've met him before. I don't think he's involved. Maybe he'll be invited. I actually don't know the status on that. I actually don't know. But all I know is I think he got into the Hall of Fame a couple of years ago. I don't know what's happened to Freddie Roach since. All right. Well, we got the musings. Sean Silver's coming in tonight, huh?
The Silver Fox, I believe, is en route.
There's nobody that knows about who should be in the Hall of Fame or out of the Hall of Fame more than him. So if he does somehow enter this studio shortly, I'm going to sit him in that chair. Also, Dawson has made a prediction.
So he has been working tirelessly.
I got to tell you, though, he's tightened up his graphic work very well.
Very good graphic today.
So, very good. If we've gotten anything out of this, Dawson, you have improved your graphic work. All right, I'm late. I'm always late. Just don't call me late for dinner. This hour of the sports was brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You can save 15% off your next draft or oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Joe Murray.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.
begins 9:30 here on the Sports Hub. Jaylen Brown back in the lineup tonight. Jason Tatum 5-on-5s. He's already practicing. Headlines, they are brought to you by Boston Prolotherapy. Don't let joint pain keep you off the course or trail. Eliminate that pain with Dr. Franke at Boston Prolotherapy. I'm Joe Murray.
This is what happens when analysts take over the game, take over the sport.
This is where you talk sports.
It happens all the time.
The Sports Hub.
In the world unrelated to sports, so sit back, relax, and get your mind in the game and listen to the words of a grown man complaining.
All right, Murray's musings here on the really personal.
I'm sorry, Joe. Can you repeat the question, please?
What is the weirdest place you've ever had an infection?
In fact, Joe, I mean, knock on wood, I'm a pretty
healthy,
clean guy. I wouldn't say the healthiest. I've had some health issues, but I've never really had an infection. I've never had MRSA or anything like, or staph, and I've never had anything like that. I've had like an ear infection.
I had a tooth pulled once and got dry socket.
You're doing a little other.
Dude, I
peace
actually
pipe, Joe?
believe it or not, they ask you not to smoke or inhale, smoke, or suck. And what I mean by that, straws.
Yes.
Straws. So, like any motion of like straw.
Thank you for specifying.
Any inhalation in your mouth.
Bad.
I did not.
So you were a good boy.
But I think I just got it anyways, because, But, dude, it was like half my face was like.
It goes like numb, right?
I couldn't. It was horrible bad. Which is horrible and bad. It was hard bad.
What has piqued your infection interest, Joe?
New York Post.
Oh, naturally. Talk
Great.
about an infection.
Great site. Padres pitcher Matt Waldron. Do you know him? Did he pitch for the Red Sox?
I've heard the story. Did I put this in slide? I feel like I read this headline earlier today.
Yes. You didn't put this in slide?
I think I did.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I don't remember the pitcher.
Dawson, did Matt Waldron pitch for the Red Sox? No. Okay. Padres starter Matt. Okay, let me read the headline again. Padres pitcher Matt Waldron out indefinitely. After you're looking at me.
I'm sorry.
Matt Waldron of the Padres has an infection in his rear end. I have also heard recently that your rear end is an exit. It's not an entrance. Padres starter Matt Waldron could begin the season on the injured list after manager Craig Stammen said the pitcher recently sustained an infection in his rear end. The Padres skipper told reporters the 29-year-old knuckleballer actually required a procedure this week to fix the ailment.
I don't want a rear end procedure, Joe. I know those are popular these days, especially, down south. But no rear end surgeries. Thank you.
The manager does expect the Padres pitcher to be discharged soon. He'll be out week to week. He got an incision in his rear end, and hopefully he'll be moving around soon. He was an 18th round pick in the 2019 draft through for the Padres the last 3 seasons. I did not know there was a knuckleballer in the Major League. Did you?
Doesn't sound like he's had too much success.
4 2/3 innings in 2025 last year. Well, Waldron had to have surgery to drain his rear end and make it better. And the initial diagnosis...
Sean Silver is checked in.
Oh, yes.
Is that what you're laughing at, Joe?
No, I'm laughing at the story.
Well, look at your phone.
Okay.
Sean Silver chiming in.
The former MLB Kazu Matsusui had surgery for anal fissures?
Fissures, yes. Not good.
Hang on.
I don't know if that's something you want to Google, Joe.
Should I?
I don't know. And the images might.
I'm just going to type in Kazo. That's not the guy who likes bananas, right?
No, that was Munenori.
Because he says
Kawasaki, I believe.
They never cramp.
Yes, monkeys never cramp. One of the best clips ever.
That guy's awesome. So it's not him.
Houston Astros second baseman Kazo Matsui will undergo surgery to repair an anal fissure on Monday in Houston. This from 2008. Sean Silver. Remembering that is...
How do you remember that,
How does Sean Silver remember that?
Oh, God. So is it like a really bad hemorrhoid?
Joe, luckily I cannot speak to this. I don't know. You got to sit on a pillow or something after this, I would imagine.
That means you can't sit on the bench, right?
You can't sit on the toilet, Joe. I don't know what are you doing. Air squatting?
I don't. How do you sleep? Do you sleep on your back, side, or stomach?
I'm usually side or back.
I'm not a stomach guy either.
Not a stomach guy.
So what do you do? Just lie on your side?
Pretty much, yeah. I'm not a great sleeper, so try the side, try the back usually.
I told you I was back. I told you about the Hershey Highway. I was backed up on.
Yes.
Well, what does a hemorrhoid? You can pass a hemorrhoid, right? Like you can still have an exit.
That's a kidney stone, I believe.
Well, no. Hemorrhoids. Stay with me.
Hemorrhoids are like blisters, are they not?
Yes, but like it would hurt if you
popped it
too, right?
Oh, I don't know. I don't have experience, Joe. Luckily, I'm still a younger man. I haven't really gotten to the hemorrhoid stage in life.
Lower body injury.
So you want them
lower body injury?
So they should go the NHL route, is what you're saying.
Lower body injury.
You don't think rear end surgery should be on the injury list?
Who says this about somebody? You want everyone knowing that? You
should look up what Javier Mascherano did before Argentina's World Cup final. He had an injury on the field in warm-ups that was not good.
Not gonna do that.
He tore his butt, Joe. I'll say that.
How do you do that?
Yeah, not good.
Wait, like a glute?
No,
not
good.
Wait.
Let's see if I can find it.
Wait. How do you know that story?
It was the World Cup, Joe. It was Argentina.
Wait, a guy tore his butt?
Let's see. See if I can find it.
Like, imagine missing time on the disabled list for a hemorrhoid. You can't pitch with a hemorrhoid? Come on! Preparation H! Come on! You know what? Not tough. Not tough. If you can't pitch with a roid, you're out.
Joe, please read the headline I just put in Slack from, I believe this was the 2014 World Cup.
Javier Mascherano says he tore his anus during the semifinal against the Netherlands.
And he retore it in the warm-ups of the final. There you go, Joe.
If I don't know how, it's probably not going to happen to me, right?
What a way to go through life. If I don't understand this injury, it can't possibly happen to me.
Right. Like,
I can't even imagine. I can't fathom that happening to me.
Aroldis Chapman will not be able to pitch the World Series because of hemorrhoids. I'd be getting every butt doctor there was in there. All of it.
You think a BBL helps or hurts that?
Well, see, that's more of like the cheek, isn't it?
There's a lot of cushion, Joe.
Hemorrhoids hurt from pushing. Never had a hemorrhoid, huh?
I don't believe so, Joe. I think I would know.
Oh, I have.
Yeah.
He tucked away in there.
Oh, my.
After, you're like, ooh, what's going on in there?
Maybe if I just don't believe in them, I'll never get one.
Like aliens. Oh man, what have we opened up tonight? Listen, we got to go, everybody. We got the basketball game. But this is why we do the musings. Does Matt Stenberg ever know about anything about this? Is he aware of the conversation we're having?
He's aware.
Some guys on the DL for hemorrhoids.
It was a rear end surgery, Joe.
His coach said rear end surgery. Rear end surgery? You must hate that guy. Then another guy suffered a unique injury where he tore his anus.
Joe, can you please go to line 4 quickly?
Oh, Jesus. Hi.
Joe, it's McCarthy. I just want to say...
Hey, how are you?
I am so happy, as a child of the 90s, that we finally brought roids back to baseball. Have a good night.
Yes! Roids are back in baseball! Oh, God, do I love Matt McCarthy. The roids are back, baby! And they're getting rear-end surgeries. You know what? It is spring training. Probably want to take care of that now, right?
You don't want that happening in September, Joe.
Brings new meeting to the back end of the rotation. All right, we got to go to break. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub.
That was. I've been laughing the entire. I'm by myself, right? There's three guys in the back. Stenberg's setting up to do the Celtics game. Skaz is trying to get out of there so Stenberg can get in. Dawson's wrapping up back there, and I'm just sitting in the studio laughing and texting with Matt McCarthy and Sean Silver. Oh boy, the roids are back, baby. All right, we got 5 minutes before we get out of here tonight. Sarko.
Joe, how you doing, brother? Shout out. How you doing, my friend? I'm trying to bring up that energy for you guys because you need it. Because you guys been doing a great job, but my energy's been low. You get me? So I'm just trying to bring it up another notch for you guys. All right?
All right.
Can we do this?
What do you got, man?
All right, my brother. So I don't know. It's just like a couple of things that were, backed up, obviously. So last week and a couple of things. So I would just want to say, I don't know when you're ready for it about the iguana meat talk. If you're ready for it.
Iguana meat.
Oh, yeah? You want to start with that? Can I just tell you something real quick, though? Jake Seymour, he's doing a great job, by the way, and I always see him. And he's doing a great job over there in the Green Teamers podcast. Jimmy Stewart's not there no more. So Skaz, shout out to Skaz. Jake Seymour over there. Dawson's there. C-Team's not there, right? But mad love, all right? So the thing about, I'm on the same page with Jaylen Brown. I'm so sick and tired of people saying the things that they say because they don't understand sometimes where athletes coming from. Now, I do get upset, though. Like, there's the 2 games in this past year where we was all upset, all of us. Like, he's not, he's supposed to be working on his game, supposed to be having a handle, and he had that 7 turnover game. And we were like, what? He's like just reverting back to himself. But now look at what he's done. Jason Tatum just needs to get an ass on the court. Like, I'm dead serious. This whole drama and all this crap that's been going on with Jason Tatum and not sure if he's going to come play or not, I don't got no time for that. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, that's just like a waste of time to talk about, and I mean it, But that belly laugh you had, my brother, earlier tonight, you had a belly laugh. You mentioned it. Oh, yeah. You know what the real belly laugh was when it was? When I called in about the iguana. And
that was great, dude. That was great.
Bro, so I'm ready to talk about anything you want to talk about the iguanas.
Well, I appreciate
any question you have.
Well, Sarko, have you ever had hemorrhoids?
Well, you said you had alligator, right? So you had alligator. So the thing is, it's like alligator, of course, is much bigger. So the iguana is smaller. So that's why a lot of people, what they were doing is that, they were like grabbing the iguanas when they're too small. And people that are hungry, that's what they would do, and they shouldn't be doing it. You have to wait till it's kind of like, catching a fish out here. Like, you have to make sure it's the right size, yes? So it's like the same thing with the iguanas. But imagine, in Honduras, an iguana's in the endangered species right now. And look at what's going on in Florida. They're all over the place. Now, I don't know if you know the whole reason why it's going on is because the temperatures are dropping so much in Florida. Never used to be that hot. That cold. And so now when they're just falling off of trees. So people from there are a lot of people that are from the islands, that just like and from Central America, whatever, and they're giving them to them, making sure but you have to be careful. But I've had iguana. So you said the alligator you had was like chicken, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's pretty much the same, brother. But the thing is, if you grab the iguana, you have the iguana when it's too young, it's going to be a lot of small bones. So that's why, you don't want to go that route. The funny thing is, when I was listening on Thursday, I was like a good plug, right? Because I think it was the next day, and I was listening. He was on with Kendra, and I actually called in, and I just said, listen, I want to talk about it, but I can't call right now and talk about it because I don't have the extra hands. You understand, that night? Mm-hmm. You get me? Yep. So that's what happened, and I was like, I wanted to call in so bad, brother, but I didn't get a chance to. So, but it's just like we make it in coconut milk, and but there was something that Kendall said, and that Skaz, I think, agreed upon, that he said, I think she said something like she doesn't want it to be hunted, right? So I said to myself, when she said that, I was like, well, hunted, so it means, okay, how we keep cows here, how we keep pigs. So you just want them to be at a farm. But, look what's going on right now. It's not really about a farm. When I would go to Honduras as a young kid, literally, they try to teach me how to catch them. I'm not climbing a tree, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not climbing a tree and catching an iguana. But they were like slingshots and stuff like that to try to catch them. And they will fall down from the tree to have mad people to go grab them. So that's the hunting part of it.
Thanks, Sarko. Sorry, buddy. I agree. The iguanas in a tree, you can eat them. And he has ate them. I didn't mean to cut you off, but you know what we got coming up right now? Well, I like to eat nuggets, right? Denver Nuggets? Or is they talking about money there? I think it's money. I think that's what it is. Jaylen Brown back in the lineup tonight for the Green as they take on the team in Denver. I did want to just mention this quickly. Historically, the Celtics as underdogs this year, that's what they are tonight. They're 5.5-point underdogs. This year, when the Celtics are underdogs, 10-5 against the spread. We got to get out of here. We're going to send out our Dawson's predictions for the Red Sox lineup. Skaz, we're going to look for more rear-end pitching. So thanks, Skaz. Thanks, Dawson. Sean Silver's got you guys the rest of the night. We're going to hand things off to Grandy and Max, the best in the business. Matt Stenberg as well. Thank you for listening to all of that. We got to get out of here. I'm Joe Murray, Celtics basketball next here on 9.